Gamers, we're out here. We are out here in full force. Ready for some high octane gaming. I've never been. I don't claim to be a gamer. I just claim to represent gamers, okay? So don't give me that label. I don't even know what I'm saying. But we're here. We are out here. Come to you with a fresh cut. A little bit shorter than I would normally rock. And no green screen, at least not yet. No green screen just yet. Still a little loud. Yeah, I got a little bit of a walk in, about 5,000 steps. The longer you take with this story playthrough, the longer I'm going to be asking for your head Conan O'Brien on Roger Widmark's backstory. Okay. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. What do you think about the hat, though? I haven't busted out the Thrasher in a while, yeah? I like the text of it is almost like silvery. It's so bright, you know? Looks like a silver foil or some shit. Yeah, I haven't busted out the Thrasher in a while, man. No punish stamp tonight because I'm actually in a really good mood. I got a good walk in earlier. There's no need for punish stamp. No eye black necessary. A shiny Pokemon. You know, it used to annoy me, the kids that said Pokemon. I'm like, were you raised in a barn, dude? It's Pokemon. God, you charlatans, you simpletons, you absolute fools. I'm gonna take me a little drink. You know how sometimes you get a little bit parched, you're sitting here talking for a long time? Well, boy do I have a solution for you. 1 gallon. 1 motherfucking gallon of alkaline water, that's my solution. Look how orange it makes me, because it's trying to white balance the blue. Look at that shit. And then when I put it down, I'm not so orange anymore. See it? Look at it correcting in real time. Technology. We're not cavemen, dude. We're not cavemen, dude. White balance correction in real time, dude. Although I probably shouldn't have it on auto, to be honest with you. I probably shouldn't have it on auto, because that's not good for streaming overall. .5 pH. Cool, crisp, refreshing. I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored. I'm just a man with an opinion, and you can get with the times, or the times moves you, okay? That's all I'm saying. But no, I got a good walk in earlier. Feeling pretty good. However, I do want to talk about my little command, which is !SH. Also, Future, since you're an audio-centric person, you'll probably appreciate this. I went back to the drawing board with all my mic settings. Hey, what's up, Dave? I went back to the drawing board with all my mic settings. EQ. So here's my EQ as it currently sits, okay? I'm going to do this with window capture because... Spoilers! You guys can't see that there's a game console up. Don't look at the screen. Don't goddamn look at... There is no console. I'm gaslighting. Gaslight and girl boss. That's all I do. Okay. Okay. So here are my new settings. This is my new EQ. Now the bass... Oh, what the fuck? Well, yeah, when I minimize the window. The bass is the same. I have not touched the bass. This 30 Hz cut is specifically for low rumble, PC fans, AC unit noise, any of that stuff, okay? 80 Hz bump for a bass boost, but if you boost this, remember you also have to mud cut it. So I've got the bass boost with equidistant mud cut. A very slight mid-range scoop, except for 2, because that's my fundamentals. And then 1 decibel boost on 3 different treble frequencies, which I never had before. So what this helps me achieve is a little bit more clarity. I don't sound so muddy or boxy like I did before, so it should give me a little bit more clarity, a little bit of presence on the top end, but I don't lose the bassy forward proximity effect. So you tell me if that's been achieved, because I really like how it sounds. Oh no, this is the software that comes with my mixer. Look, if I move the slider down, you see it represents it on the screen. So this is the GoXLR software that comes with the actual physical device. It's a pack-in software. Yeah. And I can actually drag it on the screen too if I want to. And it'll also move it. Well, trust me, you can do it, okay? Oh yeah, I do it down here. Yeah, see? You can drag this and it'll also move the slider. This down here. It's a little glitchy, but hey, it gets the job done. Very posh. Yeah, well anyways, and then you can also see when this is enabled, see the FX button goes live too. So everything that you do with the physical knobs and faders and everything is represented on the screen. Anyways, so you can tell me if you think it sounds better than what I had before, but yeah, the effects are really good. I have a couple in here. This one is supposed to sound like I'm on the phone, because there used to be a meme in this stream of having to call my ISP rep all the time, and his name was Brian. He was a very nice guy. And so I would joke and pretend that I would have to call Brian, but I didn't actually have to call him. And then this is my Crimson Tome, Joseph Schreiber.
Kill. You must kill. Obey the Crimson Tome.
Needs to be a little bit higher, but you get the idea. I haven't fucked with these in a long time, man. A long time. Anyways, we're not here to play around with vocal effects, although it can be fun. I went to the drawing board on these for a couple of reasons. One, when I listen with headphones that are treble boosted, they sound good. The mic sounds good, but when I listen with like AirPods, they actually sounded really muddy. And I was like, are those my settings, or is it my AirPods that just sound like shit? And no, it turns out that it was my settings, because the stream I did last night, I also did with these settings, and it sounded clearer to me. So now we have clear, present, top end with the bass boost and the mud cut. I think we're good. I don't see a reason to touch this anymore, so I'm good. I'm good off that, little bro. Now, I'm not in the business of wasting anyone's time, nor have I ever been in the business of doing such a heinous thing, such a heinous, horrific act. I've never heard a crappy stream. Well, you gotta remember, I'm only doing like a 1 decibel difference in a couple of areas. So it's not like we're making major differences. I just wanted that slight little bump in clarity. That was it. Yeah, we're here for Harry Mason, and we're gonna get Harry Mason. That's exactly what the fuck we're here for. And this sound effect. So let me jump in the category. And switch my monitor. I was going to use the green screen tonight, which I guess I could. But I don't know, man. I'm just not really concerned about that right now. With a 4x3 game, it's perfect to just sit over here anyway, because it doesn't matter. No, Dave, no. You didn't miss. You just missed like a 3.5 hour stream of the first part of this game, that's all. That's all. But yeah, with no green screen, in a 4x3 game, it really doesn't matter if I use it or if I don't. It doesn't fucking matter. So I just figure, why bother with it? We'll just chill out. with the normal camera today? No, we have not passed the sewers yet. We just made it back to the hospital to ask Lisa where the fuck we can get to Bachman Road. Or how the fuck, I should say.
Harry!
Glad you're okay.
Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too.
I gotta turn the smoothing filter off. I can see it's blurry.
Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
The road's blocked.
Well, that's the only way out there.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something!
What?
There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go! I don't want to be alone. It's so scary, I can't stand it.
How about coming with me? This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
No. Somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. Oh, Harry, I'm so scared. I'm cold.
Look, just wait here a little longer. I'll be back as soon as I find my daughter.
Harry?
Yeah, so already, from the beginning, a lot of the things she's been saying don't make any sense, but that cutscene especially. What is she talking about? She says, I'm scared to be here alone. He says, how about coming with me? She says, no. Somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. What? What are you talking about, Lisa? Get your story straight. You absolute joke of an NPC. I'm sorry, it's not that serious. If she leaves, her parents might come back and get mad for leaving the dishwasher running. True. They're not letting her get off scot-free this time. There will be repercussions, and they will be devastating. I come to you guys with a fresh cut tonight. It's not really visible because the hat's covering like 90% of it, but you get the idea. It is a fresh cut nonetheless. Feels good. Always to get a fresh cut. Thankfully, it's still fairly warm here. It's like 78 degrees. So we're kind of in this hybrid... we're in this hybrid summer-fall situation right now. And so the weather was really perfect for a walk. So I got that shit in and I feel really good. Yeah, man. Now this one I don't have a decent strap for. I just kind of finagle my way around the rooftop and make it work. Somebody clip that. That was fucking insane, by the way. That was like the best fight I've ever done there. I said I didn't have a strat and then proceeded to dodge like every single hit at the last millisecond. That was actually kind of nuts. Somebody clip that. What the fuck? Appreciate that. 38 months, dude. Over 3 fucking years. That is so crazy. I can't fucking believe that some of you guys are at 3+ years. Actual insanity. Insanity. There we go. Just wanted to situate myself a bit higher here. Support. But yeah, that fight was crazy. Didn't take a single hit, but that's really the best way to do it. It did cost us a lot of pistol ammo, but I mean, look, we still have 85 shots. It's not like we're hurting for it, so. Yeah, that moth got absolutely fucking decimated. Yeah, something else I figured out, Future, which I actually never knew before, because it seems like every time I do research, I learn more. The two, yeah, didn't have a strat. The two models of SM7B that I own actually have different tuning. I found out that the one that has the under label, where it has the different label on the top, that one actually is treble boosted. So when I was using that one, I actually didn't need the treble boost. But this is the older one that existed from like 2012 to 2020. This was the first one I bought, and this one does not have a treble boost. Yeah, I didn't know that either, but apparently it's true. So yeah, that was my first time hearing about it. I learned about it from a Sweetwater representative. A video that they made where they're like, oh yeah, they retooled the treble on the 2020 refresh. I was like, well, first I've heard of it. But I like using the older one because call me weird, call me cringe, that's okay. I mean, I am in a lot of ways. I kind of feel a little bit nostalgic about this one because it was my first one. It was my first like big boy, audio purchase. Yeah, so I like to continue using this one, and I take very good care of my shit. This thing still basically looks brand new. The waterworks. The lock is worn out. I may be able to break it if I hit it hard. You can shoot it, but you know what? We're gonna do something more fun. Caked up on a Thursday afternoon. Well, it's a Wednesday, but you get the idea. I'm gonna screenshot this. No, I screenshotted the scene, not the fuck. Oh my god. There we go. I'm gonna make the thumbnail and just put a massive red arrow pointing and just put caked up with 3 question marks and possibly even an exclamation point. Dude, the AT2020 is definitely a staple. What I've learned is, and this was a hell of a time for me to learn this, considering I was already like 4 years deep into owning this thing when I learned it, but what I've learned is 90% of people that buy this mic don't buy it because of how it sounds. They buy it because of how it looks and because of who uses it. You would be amazed how many people I've talked to that have bought this simply because Joe Rogan uses it. I'm like, okay, so you bought it on 0 metric of performance, sound, how it's going to impact the production of what you do. You just bought it because you think it looks nice and somebody else owns it. Okay, well, you do you. I mean, I think we've all done things like that. I just, like I always say, in the audio world, nothing is definitively better or worse. It's just different. No, I bought it. I will admit that I bought it because of how it looked, but I mainly bought it because of its noise rejection. Because I don't have a treated room, and I'd never intended to treat my room. You piece of fucking shit. Sprint, dumbass. God. I was fucking holding L1 and he just refused to sprint. What a piece of shit he is. Yeah, the little cockroaches. Yeah, I bought it for 2 reasons. One, because of how it looked, and B, because it has really good background noise rejection. So basically anything that's coming from this side of the mic, it's so closed off to that you just can't hear fucking anything. You're only going to hear what's directly in front, barely to the side, and barely to this side, but most of the time, only what's directly in front. That's where the strength of a dynamic comes in. And no, just because I have the foam panels up does not mean that the room is treated. It's like fucking... Yes, exactly. That's why so many podcasts, like... The one thing that annoys me, though, is when they're doing a podcast and they're just holding it. Like, bro, you're not supposed to fucking handhold this thing. Look at how it's designed. You screw it onto a mount, and there's like... Everything about it is designed to go onto a mount. You don't handhold the fucking thing. Makes me cringe every time I see it, especially when it's like really greasy looking, because they've been hand holding it and like sweating all over it. Please stop, dude. Yeah, I was telling the story about you falling asleep to one of the first Silent Hill marathons last stream, Dave. I was telling it to John. Jono. John Darko. That's true, yeah. But anyways, what I found is, with dynamics, they just are going to sound muddier. There is no dynamic mic on the market that will sound as clear as a condenser. You can EQ the shit until the cows come home. It will never, ever, ever sound as clear as a condenser. It's just different design. You will never be able to achieve one-to-one performance, and that's why they're different products. Dynamics are really good for radio because they reject interference and they have good RF shielding. Condensers are good for desktop broadcasting. Yeah. Fucking Lunchley with all the mold. Apparently what happened was, like, the glue that's supposed to, like, separate the compartments was faulty, and that's why the food inside of it was moldy. Because it wasn't sealed. That's so fucking bad, though, dude. Look how smooth. No need to save here. Go a little bit lower on the game volume today. What the? If I could have one piece of equipment for free, what would it be? What do you mean? Are you talking specifically audio gear or video gear or anything related to streaming? Because my answer would change depending on what you say. Anything related? Probably a pretty decent graphics card upgrade, to be honest with you. Because most everything else I'm completely content with. That's actually the next thing I'm looking at doing. Basically just looking to get my PC more multi-purpose. Hey, what's up, Malum? Basically just looking to make my PC more multi-purpose by probably upgrading to 64 gigs of very, very fast RAM. And that would strictly be for video editing. So yeah. Oh, by the way, Malum, I finally figured out who it was who coached me through my first Good Plus playthrough of this game. It was a guy named Silence Crab. He showed up again the other day, and I checked his message logs, and he was the one who coached me through it. I don't know if you remember that name, but he was a regular in here like 3.5, 4 years ago. Silence Crab. And his image was like the Cancer zodiac sign, because it's a crab. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was killing me. Like, I knew the name was on the tip of my tongue, and when he was in here, I checked his logs, and I was like, oh, yeah. Very knowledgeable guy. Knowledgeable gentleman. Bitch. Yeah, he was the one that told me about the resort area stuff that I had to do. Because I was a dumbass and didn't know, you know, exactly what needed to be done there. I thought you just rescued Kaufman and that was it. I didn't realize you had to do the whole motorcycle thing. Which we're about to come up on now, actually, once we get done with the sewers. Nope. There's hoes in this house. I'm sorry. You know, of all things to come up on my TL, it was, oh, never mind. I'm not going to get into it. Mag Lizzle, as you guys all know, my primary emote artist, she sent me a cool video on TikTok, of all things, of some people visiting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. Okay, well, because this is going to lean pseudo-political, I want you guys to understand that I do not typically watch this person's content ever, because I don't watch any political content. But of all things to show up on the timeline today, the fucking Ben Shapiro remix of WAP showed up, and it was a fucking absolute mess. I don't know who the fuck thought that that was a good idea, but it's absolutely atrocious. He's like, yeah, you messing with this wet-ass P-word. Bring a mop and a bucket for this wet-ass P-word. Like, why would you say ass, but then say P-word? Why can't you just say pussy? It's not like it's a swear. The fuck? You already said ass anyway. Highly questionable. Highly questionable, deeply unpleasant, and troubling. Yes, his wife's kids were all, they just apparated out of thin air, actually. Fuck you, dude, every fucking time. Pelicans dropped off the kids, let's go. Explains a lot, explains a lot. I don't know what it explains, I just saying stuff, you know. Wait, did I move this over some? I think I did. You son of a bitch. This whole time I thought my shit was off kilter. Oh, look, my fucking transition is busted. Did you see that? So stupid. Well, anyways. I will say, though, it's getting really annoying. The Shapiro WAP word is definitely on the memes of the decade. Yeah, it's so fucking bad, dude. It's like impossible to even listen to it, even as some type of ironic meme. I can't even listen to it. It's so fucking atrocious. The fact that he read it like spoken word slam poetry for some reason, please stop, dude. Please stop. Bitch. Curb stomp him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Interspecies erotica. Oh my god.
I thought I was a goner there.
Why would you say that, Dave?
Did you find a way out?
Explain yourself.
No, not yet. How about you?
Zip. But it's too soon to give up. This craziness can't go on forever. A military rescue squad should be here any time now. If they come through the town, we're home free.
I hope so.
They bring a mop and a bucket for this wet-ass P-word.
This isn't the time to stand around flapping our gums.
Do you know a girl called Alessa?
No.
No.
I would have grabbed him, fucking spun him around and said, answer the goddamn question. I know you know. But that's just how real men get to the point. Harry was actually in his feminine. And we'll continue that conversation on the Fresh and Fit podcast tomorrow. Coffin must have dropped this. Looks like it's full of stuff. Dark Harry. He should have evolved. He should have evolved into Dark Prince Harry and gone Super Saiyan. He should have become a Namek that can go Super Saiyan. Just like my fanfic I wrote on DeviantArt when I was 12. No, I think Fresh and Fit still happens, but I think they're streaming it on like Rumble or something now. I don't think it's on Kick. I think it's on like Rumble. I don't know for sure, but I know they got banned off Twitch and YouTube if I remember right, or at least demonetized. Never mind. I was going to say something really dumb. Wait, did I get the... I'm going to have to turn around to make sure I don't get stomped on here. Nope. I want to make sure I got the health drinks that are on the bar. Okay, I did. Demonetized, yes. Harry is the father of fathers, yeah. Well, I think, you know, I always laugh a little bit when people are so obsessed with, like Twin Perfect said, that little meta game of what is every enemy. Oh my god, what does that mean to the protagonist, dude? What does this enemy mean to Harry Mason? It's like, actually, it means absolutely nothing. What are you on about, dude? Okay. Sorry, I just making sure my shit is set up correctly. Correctly. Hey, the transition's not busted. What does it all mean? Don't I go to Indian Runner first? Yeah. There is no need for a 700-word essay about the way James pronounces his W's, or the reason why Walter wears a brown coat instead of a blue one. You know, just for the meme, I should actually draft a... I should ask, like, ChatGPT to draft me a 700-word essay about why James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2 pronounces his W's the way that he does. I wonder if it would actually be able to do that. Oh, that's true, yeah. What? What did I just do? What the fuck did I just do? Yeah. Well, dude, I used to be able to ask it to insult fictional characters, and then they added in the toss that you can't do that anymore. I was fucking furious. How the fuck am I supposed to convey my real emotions if I can't insult fictional characters anymore? What the fuck? Well, this actually works because I can just drag it where I need it. I just needed to turn this down a couple notches. A little loud in my ears, dude. A little loud in my ears. Okay, so check this out. So for some reason it looks like a safe that has a combination lock on it, but you can actually just open it with a key somehow. And we're going to do that. And as we can see, cocaine. And as a wise man once said, my favorite type of weed is cocaine. If you guys know who said that, you did it. You have done it. August 20th, he came by, handed over the package that the woman left here. September 12th, he showed up at Norman's too. Don't want to be involved with the likes of them anymore, but I'm getting creeped out even more than before. Thought of leaving town, but I'm afraid of what will happen if I do. Well, that's a Chappelle Show reference, but I was talking about Theo Von. Theo Von, for some fucking reason, I don't even remember what episode it was, he just out of nowhere said, my favorite type of weed is cocaine. Just like that. Like, okay. I don't know where the hell you got that from or why you even said it, but okay. Maybe he meant to say my favorite type of drug, but why he said weed, I have no idea. How crazy is it that we live in an era... Hey, what's up, Shadow Man? How crazy is it that we live in an era where, like, presidential candidates and vice presidential candidates are appearing on comedians' podcasts more often than they are, like, on news stations? What a time to be alive, dude. What a time to be alive. Okay, we gotta head down here to the inn. We gotta use the back entrance. Getting chased by a couple of... Well, I don't even really know what they are. They make weird sounds and they jump on your back and you take a lot of damage. That's all they do. Oh no, I hate politics too. I'm just saying, isn't it weird just to sit and think about, like, the fact that we live in an era where that's happening? Dude, they're still chasing me. Bro, relax. Oh my... Oh shit. That was actually kind of crazy though. What the... The Grandpa Herschel Inn. Let's go. It's my B&B. I think I actually need to be on the other side. No. Isn't? I think the entrance is right here that I need. Like right here. Yeah. Oh shit. Yes. Shoutouts to memory, because I didn't actually read the thing that was supposed to tell me that. Shoutouts to memory. The synapses in my prefrontal cortex were firing all cylinders for me to recall that one. The same timeline where they're spitballing Paul. Okay, dude. You're not, I mean, factual, but yeah. The synapses, yes. I got that from a British YouTuber named Ashens. He always says synapses in his brain are doing this and or that. Okay, so if I remember right, this news article here is actually the one that was ripped out of the hospital. Wait, what? Why won't he read it? Oh, that's fucking crazy. Wait. So he won't read this if you didn't also check the one in the hospital? Wow, that's crazy. Well, anyway, this newspaper is a continuation of the one that was in the hospital. He even mentions that it seems like it was the one that was clipped out, but I guess if you don't examine that one first, he won't read this one. Well, fuck you too then, Harry. Yeah, that's interesting. I actually don't know, Malum. Like, I'm just so ready for this fucking election to just be over and done with, dude. I'm so tired of just seeing people working themselves up into a frenzy about it 24/7. And I'm not here to downplay it and say that, you know, oh, I know so much more and I'm just above all of that. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just, look, I just can't wait for it to be over. There's so many, like, so many people just, you can't go anywhere without endless posts about it. The funnies, Calvin and Hobbes. Dude, Calvin and Hobbes is like the greatest comic strip ever. That shit taught me a lot about life, I'll tell you what. And I love the fact that Calvin is supposed to be like 5 years old in it, yet he has the vocabulary of like a fucking philosopher. in his mid-40s. Besides Calvin and Hobbes, I really like old Dilbert, like Dilbert when it was still in newspapers from the 90s primarily. And I really like the older Garfield when it was more like, I guess, mature themed and more like centered toward adults and not so kidified, like after all the animated movies and shit came out. But yeah, Calvin and Hobbes is always number one for me. The first book I ever had of Calvin and Hobbes was called Homicidal Psycho Jungle Cat, and I got it at a Scholastic book fair in school. What's up, Dr. Red? Welcome on in, sir. I hate talking about it myself. I used to be big into politics, but now I realize that life is too important to be talking about that shit. Yeah. It's so much energy, you know, and I don't know, man. I don't even really want to get into this conversation. I just feel like, you know, every single time election season rolls around, I just see so many people like getting into these long back and forth arguments and spending days and weeks on like Twitter gotchas and ratioing people. And it's like, man, can we just please just get this shit over with and just move on with our lives? I actually don't know of those. I didn't actually have newspapers. I had to get like the oh, Far Side. I can't believe I forgot about Far Side. I fucking absolutely love Far Side. Gary Larson. Love that shit, man. Absolutely love that shit. My dad had the massive compendiums of the Far Side and Calvin and Hobbes, and I used to read them frequently. Yeah, Far Side was very ahead of its time. It's Ash. Or are you talking about the hat and everything? Okay, you can't use liquid on that, dumbass. If you want to talk about cartoons growing up, I was a Looney Tunes kid. I loved Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry and Tex Avery and Daffy Duck and Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. I loved all that shit.
That's none of your business. Instead of messing with that, how about coming up with a way to get out of here?
Kaufman. Oh my god.
Be hanging around here goofing off.
He dropped the gamer word. I'm sorry. No, the gamer word is gamer, by the way.
Okay, take it easy.
Unless you want to die, keep your mind on business. Got it?
Yeah, gamer with a hard R. Can you believe he said that? Oh, it was frozen for a second. Being kind of rude after we saved his ass. Yes, we did it as a unit. We did it as a team, dude. Sonic X, Beyblade, Bakugan, Digimon, Data Squad, Pokemon. Yes. Beyblade was the shit. And then outside of the Looney Tunes package, I really liked Johnny Quest was sick. I liked Thundercats. Thundercats was like my first exposure to sort of anime. Wasn't Thundercats a Japanese thing originally, or am I just making that up? It had a lot of anime tropes in it, and the animation style was kind of similar. But I fucking loved Thundercats. Fucking Lion-O and Cheetara. What a great show that was. Yeah. It definitely had the look and feel of an anime. That makes sense. It's kind of like Avatar, you know, The Last Airbender, where it's designed to look like a Japanese product, but ultimately it was an American concept. Okay, so we have officially done 2 of our 3 qualifiers for the Good Plus ending. We have our unknown red liquid that we got in the director's room at the hospital. And then we have our... we took care of rescuing Kaufman. And we also unlocked the motorcycle, which had another vial of red liquid in it, which we don't really know what it was, but he seemed to be very, very protective of it because as soon as we found it, he got really pissed and took it from us. So, you know what? We'll find out more in the next episode. Take a break. We'll be right back. Yeah, isn't it crazy to think that Cartoon Network started because Ted Turner, yes, of TBS, Turner Broadcasting fame, or just, you know, TV mogul fame in general, Ted Turner wanted a cartoon channel, so they essentially purchased a shit ton of old Hanna-Barbera tapes, and that's what Cartoon Network was in the beginning. It was just replaying a bunch of really old cartoons from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, like primarily Scooby-Doo, which I also fucking loved. I'm talking classic Scooby-Doo, like from the 70s, though. I love that shit. Yeah, but that's how it started, and they didn't actually start with their own original shows until like 2 years after that. And that's when they started with like Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, which Conan O'Brien actually guest wrote a couple episodes on, I found out a few years back, which is very cool. I think this is the only Silent Hill game where the town transitions right before your eyes like this. At least before they did it in like Homecoming or some shit. Dude, the Scooby-Doo, the only two Scooby-Doo movies you need are the one with the Hex Girls, the band, and the Zombie Island. Those are the only two Scooby-Doo movies you need. Period. End of story. You don't need any others. You can stop right there and you're good to go. Yeah, the live action ones don't exist in my mind. They just straight up don't. Alien 1 was goated. But yeah, then I think Cartoon Network really hit its stride whenever they picked up Toonami. And they had Reboot, which was a Canadian show. And they had Tenchi Muyo, which was like a harem anime where it was like one guy and 6 or 7 girls living in a house together. And then they had, what was that other one? Yu Yu Hakusho and Flame of Recca they had. And then they also, of course, Dragon Ball Z, very famously. And, yeah. Yeah, that's how it always goes, isn't it, Future? Like, the thing, they were mocked relentlessly, and now people are going back with nostalgia saying, well, when I was a kid, I really liked the Scooby-Doo movie. It's like, bro, it doesn't change the fact that it was horrendous. Come on now. Be real. Be real with yourself. Live in reality.
Sybil.
Harry,
Sybil is such a real one for this. Chat, is this real? And if it is, are we cooked?
were you the one who cut the fence?
I'm glad you made it. I was worried about you.
You were worried. Where did you disappear to? Never mind. I want to know what's going on here. What is with this town?
This may sound really off the wall, but listen to me. You've got to believe me. I haven't gone crazy, and I'm not fooling around. At first, I thought I was losing my mind.
Linda, was she the live action, like the 2002 or whatever?
It's not me. This whole town. It's being invaded by the other world. By a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life. Little
By little.
the invasion is spreading.
This was the deleted line from Silent Hill 3's PC port.
Everything in darkness. I think I'm finally beginning to understand what that lady was talking about.
Harry, hold on a minute. I don't get it.
Look, I don't understand it all myself. I guess I can't explain it.
Well, what's making this happen?
I don't know that either. But I do know Cheryl is there.
There?
Under whoever created this darkness. Cheryl is somewhere and she needs my help.
This whole thing's been a major blow to you.
You guys didn't think I would do it, but I did it anyways.
Sybil,
All in the background, baby. All in the background.
The demon is awakening, spreading those wings.
Look at that seamless transition.
Dahlia Gillespie.
You son of a bitch.
Not as I said. I see it all now. Yes, everything.
Oh yeah, we're bringing it back.
Hungry for
Yeah, what the fuck is up with her necktie, dude?
swallow up the land.
I'd love to know.
I knew this day would come.
Day of reckoning.
And what's more, the task is almost finished. There's only 2 left. To seal this town to the abyss, the mark of Samael. When it is completed, all is lost. Even in daytime, darkness will cover the sun. The dead will walk and martyrs will burn in the fires of hell.
Definitely sounds like she's giving a sermon right now.
Everyone will die.
So what am I supposed to do? I've got to save Cheryl.
It is simple. Stop the
The
demon.
the demon taking that child's form.
The demon taking that child's form. Stop it before your daughter becomes a sacrifice. Before it is too late.
Me and my 12 gauge homestead defender
Stop it.
will get the job done.
What do I do?
Go to the lighthouse on the lake. And to the center of the amusement park. Make haste. You are the only hope.
Look, Harry. I really don't get what's going on. But if there's a chance we can save your daughter, I'm in. I'll check out the amusement park. You go to the lighthouse.
Look at that swag walk she has.
Thanks.
She is so real for this. Chat, that definitely is real.
You will
But we're not
need to
cooked.
use it.
Use what?
The flowers. Only with that can you stop it.
What about Sybil?
Listen, I'm gonna say 3 things. I need 2 cans of Monster, a 12 gauge shotgun or a varmint rifle with a bunch of ammo, and at least 3 double XL tap out t-shirts. And I'll send me to Silent Hill with those 3 supplies. I'll have it solved in 15 seconds. No cap, on God, for real. And I'm talking high key. High key. Full sugar Monster Energy. That's all it's gonna take, dude. No chance. No chance. That's some Sato animation. Actually, I don't know if he did the model, like the character animation. I think he just did the CG for this game. Like his role was actually a little bit limited. I gotta get the fucking brightness correct, dude. Put a pasty hand up. There we go. My actual fucking Elmer's glue complexion that I got going on. Okay, dude. What the fuck? That was so delayed. God. You know, Sick Boy was telling me the other day that the controls in this game are like infuriating, and I agree with him. They can be sometimes. Yeah, right, dude. Oh, gee. Oh my God. What is happening? That's not cash money, dude. Nor is it Skibbity. Oh, I'm about to fuck this guy up because he won't get out of my way. Alright, it's over, dude. I'm mashing. Try it. Bitch! That's what I thought. That was so delayed. It was like a full half-second delay. Because you know I keep that thing on me, and by that thing, I mean my shotgun in Silent Hill 1, because it's a good weapon. Okay, dude. This is easily the laggiest part of the game, but they do you a solid by teleporting you back to the beginning of this, so you don't have to run all the way back once you get to the lighthouse. Oh, fuck, that's the first time that's ever not worked. Ever in the history of mankind, by the way. Alright. I always say this, but the camera here actually reminds me of like the house in Nibelheim in Final Fantasy VII where you go down to like Sephiroth's library or whatever. Just the camera angle that it shows it at. See? It's like, well, here. Yeah, it's like the camera angle from the top as Cloud is like running down to the bottom. Always reminds me of that a little bit when they switch that angle. Isn't that also where you find Vincent later on too in a coffin down there? And he just immediately comes out being the biggest edgelord you've ever heard in your life. Oh, he's just at a loss for words, dude. Oh.
Damn, I was too late.
He was, dude. He was. And then when Sonic Adventure 2 Battle came out, he got quickly replaced by Shadow. I remember the first time I saw that cutscene before Radical Highway where he's like, Maria, I promise you, revenge. And I was sitting there like, actually fucking bat-chesting my ass off, dude. Nowadays, when I watch it, it's kind of cringy, but dude, when I was 10, that shit was heat. Don't play with me. What was that sound? That was not a dog. What the fuck was that? James and Shadow team up to avenge Mary and Maria. Yeah, dude. James just needs some fucking rocket-propelled skates. We need chaos control in Silent Hill 2 Remake. Please, Konami, please.
Let me be on time.
That's all I need is chaos control. I'm sorry. Yes, lots of guns. Well, we have some already. James needs a homing attack and a spin dash. The ultimate life form. You know, it's hilarious playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle as the villains, where Shadow just fucking murks Sonic at the end and just kills him. And he just says, I told you, I'm the ultimate life form, while Sonic is just laying there lifeless in the back. Like, what a fucking dark ending for Sonic that would be. Just laying there lifeless on the side of the road. You son of a bitch. Literally female dog. Canon ending, yeah. And then right before he dies, you just hear Sonic go, no! Yeah, get fucked! You've been at the center of this for way too goddamn long. It's time for somebody else to get the spotlight, bitch. I'm sorry. I got emotional. I let my emotions get the best of me. I like trucks and hunting and fishing. Dude, did you guys know there's like tornadoes right now? Right before I went live, I saw that like one of the biggest weather channels on YouTube called Ryan Hall Y'all was covering like tornadoes. I was like, what the fuck? Tornadoes and it's almost November? What is going on, dude? Fix the planet. We need avalanche to fix the planet, dude. Oh, here's the claw fingers. For the first time in the US version, outside of the one that's attacking Kaufman. God, the fucking Radical Highway music is stuck in my head now. Look at him. Just creeping. While you sleep in Death Row Records. Fucking ears. It's like da 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 da. The songs that'll get your toes a tapping at 2 in the morning. You guys remember all those weird like compilation CD infomercials that would play super late at night? God, I had so much of those fucking things stuck in my head. And it would always be like fucking Michael Bolton and Richard Marx. Like it would be the love ballads one, you know? I can't remember exactly which one it was. It had like I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton and a few others on it. And you just hear the same fucking songs repeating over and over. This sequence is IMO quite unconventional for SH because it forces you to mad dash through everything even on a first playthrough. Yeah. Trying to get TTK and blocks fruits. I have no idea what any of that means, Dr. Red, but I wish you luck in your endeavors. Alright guys, we're going to perform a glitch here. So if you... what you need to do is we're going to equip the shotgun. And then once we get onto the Flauros, we're going to jiggle the stick just a little bit until we hear a loud click. And then I gotta be careful because this is frame perfect. Got it. Fuck yes, first try. Alright, my stick might be broken now. The legendary sword dealer. There was no glitch, by the way. I'm just being a dumb fuck. Alright, so something is clearly not right with Sybil. Now, you can kill her, but we're not going to do that because we wouldn't get the best ending if we did. Instead, we are going to run up and use the red liquid that we collected in the hospital. Yeah, instead of stupid sexy Flanders, it's stupid sexy Sybil. I like how you and Dave, you know, great minds, you guys just both were clicking. For one brief moment in the universe, you guys both had the exact same thought. And you know what? It's captured forever in my chat. What a beautiful moment. What a beautiful moment.
Sybil. Wake up. Snap out of it. Sybil.
Harry, what happened?
Kendo likes Sybil too.
I'll take care of
Kendo is a big fan of short hair, as he has told me many times.
Harry,
Short-haired ladies.
why did they take your daughter? Why her?
I'm not sure myself.
I love this shot. Look at this. Looks so good.
You know, Cheryl isn't my biological daughter. I actually haven't told her yet. She probably already knows anyway, though. We found her abandoned on the side of the highway. Nobody knew where she came from. We didn't have any kids of our own. My wife was sick. And it didn't look like she was getting any better.
Yeah, he's mentioned it a few times. That's why he got mad at me when I modded Ashley's hair in RE4 Remake, because he liked the bob haircut better. But I gave her a ponytail.
There might be some connection between Cheryl and this town.
Yeah, this is such a great shot.
Now,
Cheryl is my daughter. I will save her
No matter
no
what.
matter what.
Alright, he's ready to go Super Saiyan. Oh, look at your silver. Oh my god, look at that, like, glowing silver radio future. That's so sick.
I figured you'd show. Hold it right there. I don't know who you are or what you're trying to do, and I don't care. Just one thing. Let Cheryl go. That's all I ask. What?
Yeah, and it's such a weird shot too. Like everything is pitch black except for the carousel horses as they get really close to the front view. It's just a very unsettling shot while they're having a fairly normal conversation.
What is this? Where's Cheryl? Give me back my daughter.
We meet at last, Alexa.
God, put some shoes on, you fucking savage. You absolute degenerate.
Nadia Gillespie? Where's Cheryl? Where is she?
One of my only genuine criticisms of this game is the mixing is a little bit weird sometimes. Like this and the final cutscene, you can barely hear what the characters are saying because of like droning sound effects.
Could she be?
I mean, there's subtitles, of course, but
You've been a ghastly little pest, haven't you, Alessa? I was careless,
I know, it's just shameful.
thinking you couldn't escape from our spell. But Mommy didn't know how much you'd grown. That's why I couldn't catch you all by myself. But what a pity, yes? Now you're half indebted to this man for his help.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Alessa, my dear little girl, there is one thing left I need you to do for me.
It was like that in the movie too. They made her even more disheveled in the movie though than she ever was in this game. They made her look like she was homeless for no reason.
What's going on here?
Watch Lisa's eyes. Look at her eyes here. See her cheek twitching and her eyes really wide now and red. Something is definitely not right with her.
Lisa. What happened? Where's Alessa and Dahlia?
Good luck, Dr. Red.
Harry, listen. Something you said before has been...
Dave, her eyes are up here.
I just can't get it out of my head.
What is it, Lisa?
So I went to look in the basement. Even though I was scared as hell.
It's in my top 3, Malum. My number 1 is Lisa's final cutscene, but yeah.
Rooms. But nothing really unusual down there.
She definitely got the best of the CG cutscenes.
But while I was down there, I got this weird feeling. Like I'd been there before. Like something happened there. But I can't quite remember somehow. What was it? Harry, help me. I'm so scared. I can't take this.
This acting is so good.
It's only a temporary thing. You're in shock from when you were knocked out. Don't fret about it. You'll remember after a while.
It makes Resident Evil 1 look like Bush League and RE2
You don't understand.
and RE3.
Where do you think
The
you're
whole PS1 Resident Evil trilogy cannot hold a candle to this voice acting. I'm sorry, but it can't. As much as I love those games, it's just a fact, okay? Yeah, so even the bloopers after the end credits is well done, yeah. Now, here's the interesting thing. We're in the examination room in the hospital, okay? But if we save, look where it says we are. Nowhere. So what does that mean exactly? Well, we're definitely not in the hospital anymore. Whoa, that camera, that's like so disorienting. Did you see it was like bobbing back and forth as if it was like physically sitting on his shoulder?
I'm being summoned.
I gotta sneeze.
What happened in this town?
Oh shit.
What could
Fuck,
be
dude.
things
My
like this?
hotkeys don't work for this one. I'll have to fix
I
that.
have a feeling if I take the elevator down, I'll find it.
Production secrets exposed.
Cheryl.
All right, listen to this giggle here. And then you can see her run through here, but can't get here yet. The word Phaleg is carved on the door. I think the only one that opens is this right now. Now, I say this every time, but this is important to remember for anybody that wants to do a first play. There is a possibility that you can actually soft lock yourself here if you're not careful. You need to make sure to unlock a door that's locked from the inside. If you don't do that, you can actually soft lock yourself. It's at the very end of this part though, so I'll show it when it comes up. So this, again, we were in Midwich, but now all the desks are moved and there's only one here. Go home, thief, and drop dead. So we can surmise that this was Alessa's desk. Using the bathroom when you need to be in attendance. You know what, Future? The next time you go to the bathroom and you don't advise not only the rest of chat, but also me, me and you are going to have a conversation. 100% serious, by the way. A bit of faux pas know what? I'll let it slide this time. But the next time... Swear to God. I'm just kidding. I can't even pretend to be mad. I'm so bad at even pretending to be mad, you guys. I gotta work on that. I have to work on my ability to sell it. To sell the bullshit. Shoveling bullshit towards my audience in 4K. 60 frames per second on twitch.tv. This is the weirdest static image in the game. Look how low quality it is. Like, what the fuck? This was made by the intern that they paid in, like... They paid him with a carton of cigarettes to make this. This one image. Like I already said, dude, give me 2 monster energies. Give me... In fact, no, give me a bang energy. Give me 2 bang energies, a loaded shotgun, some tap-out shirts, and possibly some tank tops. And send me to Silent Hill. I'll have it solved in 30 seconds flat. I need 15 seconds to get the job done, 15 seconds to enjoy myself. Otherwise, done. No questions asked. Yep, I will have the whole town solved in 15 seconds. No bullshit. A body's laid out on the bed. Don't feel like checking this out. Alright, let me shut up because this is my favorite cutscene in the whole game. Shh.
Harry,
Lisa, what's the matter with you?
I get it now. Why I'm still alive even though everyone else is dead. I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa.
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry?
God, there's so many things to unpack about that too. The way that that first streak of blood comes down, she blinks and it falls down the side of her cheek. The way that she falls to her knees and the camera takes a second to catch up with her before it drops. There's so many things to unpack about that scene that are so great. It's just phenomenally directed for a sequence that ultimately lasts about 10 to 15 seconds. So good, dude. Oh shit, sorry. So good. All right. Now, we talked about this last time, and I'm going to talk about it again. What exactly is Lisa? To put it very simply, she's just the memory of the real Lisa. that Alessa's projecting out into the world. There's a reason why we only see Lisa when it is the quote-unquote other world. We never see her in normal, foggy Silent Hill. We only see her when it's like this. Because she's also a projection, and she's just the memory of the real Lisa, but the real Lisa's dead. We can assume she died of a drug overdose of White Claudia, which is that cocaine-looking drug that we saw in the resort area. Most likely that's how she died, but we don't know for sure. Still alive, but with wounds that won't heal. Told the doctor I quit, won't work at that hospital anymore. The room is filled with insects. Even with doors and windows shut, they get in to spite me to the hospital, so these are the effects, the hallucinogenic effects of the drug. Feeling bad, need to throw up, but nothing comes out. Vomiting only bile. We can assume withdrawals from the drug. Blood and pus flow from the bathroom faucet. I try to stop it, but it won't turn off. Need drug. Help me. And she deserved none of what happened to her. She was a victim of circumstance and a manifestation of what Alessa remembers of her, meaning she's trapped in this existential flux. Yep. And she, unlike most of the other projections, she became self-aware, essentially. And that's why she, that's why she died in such a graphic way. She realized that she's nothing but a projection. That's why she said, why I'm still alive even though everyone else is gone. And they're the same as me. I just hadn't noticed it. Yep. And that really throws people for a loop the first time they see it. Like, so many people, when they see that cutscene for the first time, they're like, what is going on, dude? Why can't she come with us? Why can't we help her? And I'm like, I want to go full lore mode and explain it, but I also don't want to seem like a dickhead, so I usually just let people wonder. Because I know that it's a lot to unpack for this game. It's probably one of the most complex aspects of the story for you to unpack, so. I know, like, they didn't even bother including her in the real movie. Yeah, the real Lisa was never here. It was only a projection of Alessa's memory. She's essentially one of these types of nightmare projection nurses, just with Lisa's memory imprinted on them, is another way you could think about it. Because the only things still running around are these possessed, we can assume that they're possessed nurses and doctors, but Lisa was the one exception, because she had that memory. I guess sort of imprinted on her. It's tough to explain, but you get the idea. But it also does clear up the confusion of why she couldn't leave. We asked her so many times, why can't you just come with us? And, she said, she didn't really give us a valid reason. She just said, no, somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. It's because she can't leave. She cannot leave the hospital because that's where Alessa's memory of her is, so she can't physically leave it. Alright, context. Trying to get TTK, True Triple Katana. In order to get it, I need 3 legendary blades. Bought for 2 mil, I'm only sell. After you get the message, you need to have 15 minutes to find them. No problem, unless 5 others are trying to get it too. Dude, this sounds like some RuneScape shit. The beta Soylent devs made it to where he won't tell you anything unless you're in the server for at least 10 minutes. So server hop every 10 minutes until you get the message where he's coming soon. Hope no one is hunting it. Hope he's not selling you a sword. Have 14 million berries and grind all 3 to mastery 300. Someone needs to clean the Kool-Aid off the walls. Lisa was the only one who was ever kind to her, so she remembers her fondly, but Alessa's pain made manifested is what conjures her. Not manifesting her out of malice, Alessa just, yeah. That's another great point. Yep. That's why she doesn't attack us or anything. She's just kind of a neutral observer, in a way. She even helps us. Like, the memory of Lisa even helps us figure out, like, how to get to that road by going through the waterworks. Or the sewers. Alright, this should be the elevator. Wait, but I don't have the camera yet, do I? No. I gotta grab that first. Okay, I definitely think I accidentally enabled turbo. Maybe it's not here. Yeah, I think I have to go to the 3rd floor from the elevator first and get the camera that way. At least first aid sprays for horror game protagonists deserves a medal. Oh, the person that leaves them, yeah. Yeah, this is the puzzle area. Maybe it's the 2nd floor I need in the elevator then. Watch it just be locked. Oh, never mind. So this is where if you don't unlock the door, you can actually soft lock yourself. You piece of shit, dude. No! Fuck you. You know, we actually learned last playthrough that the shotgun actually kills semi-elf faster than the rifle. So I actually should be saving shotgun shells and using rifle right now. Which I'm actually going to do. And I will prove to you guys that it's actually faster. Even though it seems like the rifle would be. The only thing that annoys me about this version is that the sound effects for some of the guns are really badly glitched. And sometimes they just don't play, annoyingly enough. We need the room with the jelly bean bag. Which might be over here. Oh, it's playing now. Damn. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna run away because they're gonna keep grabbing me. Damn. It did not happen in the original release, no. So I think it's just related to the emulated PS3 version that I'm playing on. But whenever you make it to the final boss and you try to just... wait, where's my screwdriver? Okay. Whenever you make it to the final boss and you use the rifle, it just makes no sound for some reason. Yeah, I can't grab the key yet, but we will come back and grab it later. Look at that cartoonishly oversized gun that we're carrying. Alright, so here's the one. If you don't unlock this, you can soft lock yourself. So please be sure, gamers, that if you're doing a first play, that you in fact do that. Okay, now we gotta check over here, because there's one door that I missed. Maybe not. Maybe it's on the other side. No, it's not easy, but you have to make sure to unlock that door that I just did. Where is the camera then? Do I not already have it? No, I don't have it. Where the fuck is the camera? Have I somehow missed it twice? It's like this does... Oh, yeah, it's in here. Okay. Yeah, there it is. I'm just being silly. That's what I'm being. Yeah, it's not like a crash out type soft lock. It's basically you can't progress because you can't go back and get that electrified key once you turn the generator off. And the elevator stops working after you do this puzzle, so certainly doesn't help things. After you get the birdcage key, the elevator stops working, so you're kind of fucked if you don't do it correctly the first time. I love this image here. The light to the future. These never change, to my knowledge. Backwards right angle, down left arrow, triangle. You don't really need the other one. You can do another one of those and open the other side, but you really don't need it. There's nothing in there worth your while, so I don't bother with it. A 10 out of 10 luck. Let's go. Alright, birdcage key. Gonna use in here. Oh, by the way, look what happens if you go back in here after you get that first key. Just to show you. Oh my god, they're comboing me, dude. Oh, I'm actually low HP. Here. I'll put an end to this. But yeah, I just wanted to show what happens if you go back in that room. Look, I'm just trying to improve my stats, okay? I'm trying to improve my enemies killed by shooting before the end of the game. Is that so wrong? If that's wrong, then I don't want to be right. Damn, they got quiet real quick. Did you hear how quick they... That's right. They got quiet real quick after I fired that warning shot. I was like Boogie2988 versus Frank Castle. You know what I'm saying? I fired that warning shot and he backed right the fuck up. Yeah, if you don't put the ring on that, it breaks out and drags you back into the thing. So be sure you use the ring. Don't mess around. Wait, isn't there a place that we can use the tape? I could have sworn there was a place where you can use the tape here. Oh, it's here, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, cool. So if you try to watch the tape the first time you're at the hospital, it's really obscured and you can't really hear a whole lot, but if you try to watch it now, look what happens. They also put this in 3.
Still has an unusually high fever. Eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Her skin is all charred. Even when I change the bandages, the blood and pus just start oozing through.
So there's blood and pus, that's why she would be...
What is keeping that child alive?
That's why she'd be having either nightmares or hallucinations about blood and pus. Why did she just stop talking? I guess it glitched, but yeah. So that gives you a little bit more insight about Lisa. Very important, actually, to play that tape. So after Alessa got burned from the boiler incident, they brought her to the hospital, and Lisa was one of the first people treating her. She had charred skin, and blood and pus was everywhere, so that pretty much scarred her. Cool little detail is that in 3 you can actually find these notepads that Harry Mason left. And just like in this game, the ending of Silent Hill 3 has you putting 5 items in this exact same door, except in 3 they're tarot cards instead of, you know, these religious artifacts, but still. Yep. Yeah, Kaufman turns her on to the drug to deal with the stress, and yes. Very dark hijinks ensue from there, shall we say. Alright, so last door we need, this is the generator, so we're going to shut the generator off so that that key is no longer electrified. Now, here's the thing, if you don't unlock that one door from the inside, you literally cannot get back here to grab that key that's no longer electrified. That's why you have to do it. You may be wondering what I'm shooting. I'm shooting those little ghost things. Yeah, these. Yep. That's why she manifests Elisa, or like manifests her in to take care of it. It's kind of symbolic in a way. Well, not in a way, it literally is, but you get the idea. All right, last key. We've been in this room one time before, but it was way, way, way earlier.
Everything is going according to plan, sheltered in the womb.
But it's not done yet. Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
And what soul remains captured in that husk is buried deep down in the subconscious.
Yeah, so they're talking about the soul splitting.
That wasn't our agreement.
No, these are just stalling tactics. If we lend a hand, we will be able to get power. Never fear, the promise shall not be broken.
But the power we could draw now will be very weak. Almost nothing. Unless we get the other half of the soul.
We'll use a magical spell. Feeling this child's pain, it's sure to come.
But that will take time.
Okay, so burned and charred Alessa in this flashback sequence was laying in the bed. That is Kaufman, Dahlia, and I forget who the other 2 people are supposed to be, but essentially they're trying to figure out how they can complete the ritual even with her in the state that she's in. Because Alessa, to prevent them from being able to complete the ritual, split her soul into 2, and the good half of her soul is the one that Harry Mason and his wife discovered and adopted, which is Cheryl. So they decided that they were going to use a spell to pull her back into Silent Hill, and that's why we go there in the first place. It's a lot to draw from kind of vague dialogue, but that's what's going on. And that's why a lot of people think that this game is just so unbelievably convoluted, it's like impossible to follow. It's really not, dude. It's not that complicated, you just gotta read into things a little bit more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got it all. Yeah, I don't think they ever mention the doctors by name, but it's just two other people that are clearly... They work at the hospital, but they also know what's going on because they're very knowledgeable about the ritual and about power and what they need to do. So they clearly are involved in some capacity as far as what's going on here. Yeah, everybody with any influential position in the town is in the call. No question.
I just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all. No. I don't want to do it. It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too. Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just two of us. Please understand. Oh, yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong. Mommy! Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait. Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life.
Yeah, she's just worn one outfit her entire life, I guess. Her entire adult life. Dr. Red said, I get that, but I think there's a point where the devs are wanting you to fill in the blanks a bit too much. I'm all for subtlety and storytelling, but I don't want to put everything together myself. I'll tell you one thing that's really missing from this game that needs to be in it is some type of memo explaining what the fuck a glophitis is. Because you play the whole game not having any clue what this red liquid is, other than it clearly, you know, does some type of healing, because it worked on Sybil. But they never really outright explain. There's not a memo like in Silent Hill 3 flat out telling you what a glophitis is. So that's one thing that's definitely missing from this game. It needed to be in there. Just for a little bit of exposition. Let me see my phone.
I was shocked to realize the talisman of Metatron was being used. In spite of the lost soul returning at last. Just a little longer and all would have been for naught.
Right, but as far as this game and knowing the importance of it, you basically don't, even when you get the best ending. Other than it must be some type of exorcism, you know, tool or, you know, you get what I'm saying. Anti-spirit properties.
What a pity.
Freeze!
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with people's upbringing. Like I just always have worn socks my whole life. But there's some people that, like, if they're in the comfort of their own home, they just never wear socks or anything. I mean, I don't really care. If I have visitors over, I don't really care. But, yeah, it's just me personally.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
You've seen
What?
her many times restored.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't question it. People do whatever they want to do.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see?
Now, if they come into my house and tell me that Resident Evil is better than Silent Hill, though, I'm turning them the fuck around and they're headed home. And I'm not cooking them dinner either. We don't allow misinformation.
Who thinks so?
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day, Alessa has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. in an endless nightmare from which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh.
Is this where she says the day of reckoning?
Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning.
Yeah. That little tongue roll she does there.
All our sorrows will be washed away. When we return to the true paradise, my daughter will be the mother of God.
Yeah, and the thing I noticed walking a lot is that you can never have too many socks, dude. You always gotta have that fresh, clean replacement on deck. At all times. It's one of those things you can never have too many of. I don't make the rules, I just report the facts. Like this part, when I'm talking about the mixing, like the music is just too loud. You can't even tell what the hell's being said half the time.
Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
Did I ask for this? Nobody uses
My
it.
fucking boy, Kaufman.
You won't get away with this.
Your role is over. We don't need you anymore. What do you think you could accomplish by coming here?
My, aren't we getting cocky? Bet you can't see this.
Glove-it-is! I thought I got rid of that!
All I had to do was plant it somewhere for you to find.
Love that he spends the time to tell her how fucking dumb she is before he tosses this. You all, well,
Ha! You're
kept you busy.
And there's more where this came from.
Stop it!
But see, it never explains what this stuff is. So even if you get this ending, you're like, okay, but what does this stuff do? You know, like this game needed a memo about what a Glophitis is. Unless they expected you to pull it up in like an encyclopedia. Or go on the internet in 1999 and look it up.
Huh? What the?
This track is called My Heaven. One of the best boss themes, I think. I want Murder House 2. Murder House 2 would be great. That sub bass as it emerges is fucking awesome. Yeah, me and Bridget trying to go to sleep. I'm like, yeah, let me just pull up some My Heaven, the Silent Hill 1 OST. We'll go right to bed. What a relaxing track this is. There's definitely not loud metal clanging and radio screeching the whole time. What's up, Dude Core? We're just taking care of Ogre from Tekken 3 right now. Yeah, Devil Jin. Boom. Bitch. I don't remember what the writing on the wings is. I believe it's Latin for something. Your watch came in. Apple Watch? fucking love this part so much, man. Oh, G-Shock. Now that's the classic shit. Sorry, dude, I would have to permit you. But yeah, G-Shock is the classic shit. I like the look of G-Shock. I just don't really write. Hello, I don't really wear any watches. By the way, this is the good plus ending. This is the best ending. And it's the only one that's canonically accurate because, you know, Silent Hill 3 essentially can't happen unless you get this ending. Now remember, Kaufman did do a lot of evil shit, so he does get what he deserved in the end. He helped them try to piece together this whole ritual. He only switched sides at the very end. But he was complicit with it and helped them, so. They gave him exactly what he deserved. Death. This track is called Tears of ... Yeah, so you're going to recognize a lot of these names. Toyama, who would go on to make the Siren, Forbidden Siren games. Imamura produced Silent Hill 2. His name is actually on the Japanese game cover. Owaku wrote the story for Silent Hill 2. And there he is again. He's all over the credits for 1 and 2. Masahiro Ito, the man himself, who was massively involved in the Silent Hill 2 remake that just came out. And then Masashi Tsubayama, who did the monster design in Silent Hill 4 after Ito left. There he is. And there's Sato. Sato did all the CGI cutscenes. One fucking guy did all the CGI cutscenes by himself. No help at all. That's insane. And there's our boy Akira Yamaoka, also heavily involved in the Silent Hill 2 remake. Yeah, Nintendo has Sato. He's like a senior character designer for Nintendo now. Because he became incredibly sought after he left Team Silent. Look, the ultimate irony, you guys, is that the voice direction, the voice casting for Silent Hill, the main competitor for Resident Evil, was done by a company called Stars. You can't write this stuff. It's so ironic. You'll see it right here when they talk about the casting. Yeah, right here. Stars. So the main competitor for Resident Evil, and the reason why this game came out in the first place, had the voice talent agency Stars. You have to think there's a little bit of intention behind that. I'll check out that link as soon as the credits are over. The Zales link. I actually was thinking about getting an Apple Watch because I do walk a lot. So it actually would be helpful for me to not have my whole ass phone in my pocket every time I walk. Just connect my ear pods to my watch, you know? Do Apple Music that way. Alright, we get this fun little blooper reel segment here after this weird cutscene. And after this, Sybil just disappears forever. She's literally never seen or heard from ever again in any other Silent Hill game. I have no clue why they put this in here, but it's campy as fuck and it's funny, so I'm okay with it. This is the same area where they were holding the baby at the end. Yep, Sybil's totally innocent. And so is Harry. Neither Sybil nor Harry did anything wrong. They just got caught up in this ritual. It's the only time we see Alessa not in PS1 pixelated as fuck graphics, you know? You know the worst ending in this whole game, Dr. Red, is Harry Mason just waking up in his car and it really was all a nightmare? That's the worst ending in the game. I think it's called Bad Plus. Yeah, Kaufman dies, Sybil dies, Dahlia dies, and you kill Cheryl at the end. Oh, I fucking love this song, man. A little bit of drum and bass, you know? Alright, now let's click this link. Oh, black and silver though? Yeah, that's my style if you couldn't tell. It's either black with white or black with silver is my style. I actually was considering getting a silver windscreen if they make one for this. I think that would look really sick. I just hope... I have to be careful opening sites like this. Oh my god, this thing is fucking crazy fancy. Because they try to show me like a local, you know, store, and sometimes it doxes me. Oh my god, dude, this thing is so fucking sick. What the hell? Dude Core, you're a baller. Look at Dude Core just casually flexing that he got a fucking $800 watch. That is so sick, though. Do not. Please don't use my location, Zales. Okay, please don't show. Okay. Oh my god, that is so sick, dude. I thought it was going to be mostly black. That is not the G-Shock I remember. I remember G-Shocks being like 80 bucks and being mostly big plastic. That's insane. Yeah, they did a glow up big time. Tissot PRX Chrono Panda. I mean, that just sounds fancy. I know Tissot is like the official, the timekeeping machine of professional tennis. So they're kind of like Invicta as far as like boutique timekeeping pieces, you know? Is it this one here? This one here? Well, it's Panda, so shouldn't it be this one? Oh, black and gold, okay. Damn. That's sick. Yeah, I've never really been one for watches. Oh shit. Oh my god, are you serious? The whole time I've had this gap underneath me and I couldn't even see it. That's so annoying, dude. Immersion fucking ruined, dude. Oh, whatever. Yeah, this one. Oh, this one. Oh my god. Bro, you got a life savings and a watch collection. What the fuck? See, and people think Apple Watches are expensive when things like this exist. That's what kills me. Oh shit, you can see the green screen behind me? Look at that. Apple Watch is like $300. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Beautiful. I only have 2. I was told it's good for business. Yeah. All right. Well, that's Silent Hill 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and shut the PS3 down now. The one that started it all. A lot of people, including Bridget, and I'm not trying to like roast her, but she has trouble getting into Silent Hill 1 because the graphics are so archaic. And I hear that a lot. I hear it from a lot of people that, you know, they just can't really get into it. So I think that it is the one most deserving of a remake. Now, I understand why they didn't do it first. I totally get that. It is annoying, and I wish they wouldn't have done that. But, yeah, I think 1 is most deserving of the next remake. If they go back to Bloober and they say, look, this worked out really well, we would like you to do another remake, it needs to be Silent Hill 1 big time. Now, my question then becomes, I say, as kind of a final send-off to Silent Hill 2, why don't we play the newest update of the Enhanced Edition instead of playing Silent Hill 2 Remake? Because A, I played Silent Hill 2 Remake the majority of October anyway, and I really would rather, if we're doing a story marathon, I really would rather do Silent Hill 2 Original. I mean, that's just me. My personal feeling on that. We need a SH review. What do you mean? Silent Hill 1 review? Definitive numbers on each game? Well, first things first, we got to ruin the immersion a little bit. Oh yeah, I mean, you're right, you're right. Let me ruin the immersion a little bit by turning this off. The green screen filter, and then I'm going to go ahead and close my loud noise incoming. Sorry about that. The thing like rolls out like a projector, so it just makes loud noises. No, I will not be giving it an 8-1. A rundown of things that have occurred, the characters we've encountered, the friends we've made along the way, the mystery of the power of the town. Okay, well. As Lisa, in that one flashback cutscene, so eloquently explained, Silent Hill was a resort town, okay? Then, so I guess if we're to go back before the events of the game, we would almost have to. So in order to do that successfully, there we go. There was this, no, there was no fucking coal mining accident. Absolutely not. So basically the town was a standard resort town, okay? It was a tourist attraction. However, it always had this reputation, this belief about it, that it had a natural spiritual power. The natives believed that, okay? And then as Lisa so eloquently explains to us in that flashback sequence, all of a sudden, new people started coming in. And as she put it, everybody clammed up about it. So the cult members, maybe hearing about this spiritual power, decided to move into town and try to take advantage of it by performing a demonic ritual. And then on top of that, a lot of people involved with the planning of the town, really influential people, started dying off one by one. And the rumor was that they were cursed, but we know the reality is the cult was killing them off. So the cult makes their way into the town. They start killing off people in powerful, high-ranking positions, powerful positions in the town. They then usurp those positions. Like the hospital director becomes Michael Kaufman. They install other people that are heavily involved in the cult. Essentially, the cult takes over the town. And so after the cult has made their way, they've infiltrated the town. After they've made their way in, they decide now it's time to perform the ritual. And when they go to perform the ritual, whether it's an accident or not is like hotly contested, but essentially a boiler explosion happens that then burns Alessa to basically the edge of her life. Like she's so charred that her entire body is just covered in scars, basically unrecognizable. And so because she's in that state, they can't complete the ritual. And while she's in recovery, to prevent them from being able to complete the ritual, she splits her soul into two. Yes, I get that it's weird and confusing, but somehow she has the ability to split her soul into two. The part of her soul that gets split off, I guess it manifests in the form of a baby, and then it's found by Harry Mason and his wife. I forget where it shows it. Maybe it's one of the like weird flashbacks in the movie or something. But they literally show like Alessa walking to the orphanage and dropping the baby off. We don't know if that actually happened. Who knows? Maybe it did. I don't fucking know. Anyways. So as the cult is like trying to work through this and try to figure out how can we still perform this ritual, Dahlia comes up with a plan to use a magical spell, as she put it, to draw in the other half of the soul, which is Cheryl. So we don't get a cutscene explaining why Cheryl wanted to go to Silent Hill so badly, but in the beginning, in the opening movie, we see them driving to town. As they're driving to town, they see Alessa walk in front of the Jeep, and that's what causes them to wreck, because they don't want to hit her. And then that's when the sequence of events that actually starts the game happens. So, all throughout the game, at first, Dahlia doesn't know who you are. You're just an intruder. She doesn't know what you're doing here. But then she discovers that you're actually really skilled at beating the nightmare projections, the demons or whatever you want to call them. She discovers that you're really skilled at it and decides to use you. So she has multiple times throughout the game where she tells you that it's not the seal of Metatron, but it's the mark of Samael, that triangular symbol. She tells you multiple times it's the mark of Samael. Don't let it be completed. You have to stop the demon taking that child's form. She's actually lying to you. The whole game, she's bullshitting you. And it actually is the seal of Metatron, which is meant to have the opposite effect. And it should actually dissuade the ritual from happening. And that's why in the final cutscene, she finally reveals that to you and says, I was shocked to learn that the talisman of Metatron was being used. Just a little longer. And essentially, she's like a little longer, and all of our plans would have been for nothing. So, yeah, she uses Harry to help her track down both halves of the soul. And then at the end, you see the burned Alessa sitting in a wheelchair and Cheryl in the schoolgirl outfit sitting right beside her. And they come together, they create the original Alessa, and then the demon comes out of them. That's why that happens. But then, of course, at the last second, our boy Kaufman shows up with a fresh vial of Aglaophatus. And as it is explained in Silent Hill 3, Aglaophatus drives out all things that are evil, and it can be used as a poultice. So it basically forces the demon out of her in a much weaker state than it would have been if they actually completed the ritual the way that it was supposed to be done. And that's what allows us to kill it before it is able to even leave the town or cause any widespread damage. We're able to kill it right there. So, knowing that Silent Hill had a natural spiritual power, but all of these demonic rituals took place, this spiritual power is now, the word that would be best used to describe this is perverted. It's now been made demonic. Okay, so now there's a spiritual power fused with a demonic power. And now the state of the town is much more, I don't want to say evil because that sounds very cliche, but I guess it would, yeah, that's what you would say. It has a very dark, demonic spiritual power now instead of the natural one that it had at the beginning, before the cult ever moved in, before they decided to kill people off, before they decided to try to perform this ritual. Now it's a very dark and demonic spiritual power, and the state of the town after the events of the first game is what leads us to Silent Hill 2. You have to keep in mind the difference in, you know, the manifestations and the way that the mechanics of Silent Hill are very different from 1 to 2. And, but I don't want to say too much because we haven't started 2 yet. However, let me make sure that my enhanced edition is up to date, and then we will get started. Yeah, Dahlia finds out very quickly that Harry is, dude, I'm not going to start from the beginning. But yeah, Dahlia finds out very quickly that she can use Harry to her advantage. So she starts lying to him. Remember, she gives us 2 of the keys that we need to get to different areas of town. She gives us the drawbridge key, and she gives us the antique store key. So she's leading us around town to these points of interest, making sure that we, you know, try to stop Alessa from spreading the seal of Metatron, or the talisman of Metatron. Now, the real question is, was the cult born of the town, or was the cult already existing and trying to find a necessary space? I think it's the latter. Because remember, the way Lisa explains it is that they just kind of arrived one day, you know? It could have been that maybe there were a few cult members that were scoping the perfect space out and they discovered, you know, the spiritual power that the town exuded, but the way that Lisa explains it, it's as if the cult came in all at once. So I think it's the latter. They were trying to find a necessary place to perform this ritual. They found that this was the ideal place to do it, but they knew that to get it done, they would have to kill off some of the more powerful and influential people in town. Let me find out where my install folder for this even is. Probably on my M.2 drive. So who betted? Oh my god, you've had to have thought, I don't know, dude. That's the type of shit I try not to think about. That's the type of shit I try not to think about. Okay, so I think there is a SH2 enhanced edition config.exe, I think is what I need. Close the game and launch the updater. Yes. Okay, I should be able to do it. Okay, so I'm going to update enhanced edition. We're going to update all the components, all the modules. And then we will, wow, there's 4 gigs of modules to update. Holy shit. And then we'll be ready to play. The final, now, I actually do have exclamation point mod. This is from a very, very long time ago, but yeah. So if anybody ever wants to know what it is, although I think most people know at this point what it is, but I just like to throw that out there. FMV enhancement pack. I might have been 2 updates behind, but yeah, let me go ahead and update the title. The final Silent Hill story marathon. I will put Silent Hill 2 enhanced. Enhanced edition. Final update. This is a very long-winded title. I'll just put the final SH story marathon. We'll hop into just chatting while this installs, and then we'll get started here, because, hey, I've only been live 2 hours. Let's make some headway on this. How about it? That way, the finale stream doesn't have to be like 20 hours, you know what I mean? You guys that have seen me do that know that it's not ideal. In fact, quite far from ideal. Well, while this is installing, I'm going to go take a pee. So give me just a sec. Sorry about that, guys. I have drained the vein, as Dr. Red said. As foul as that is, I have done so. Yeah, so review. Because Future was talking about a review. I'm going to do Silent Hill 2 without a green screen for right now. Just because the green screen gets old really quick for me. And it's annoying to set up. A review of Silent Hill 1. Well, graphically, it pushes the PlayStation 1 further than virtually anything it ever done before that. Atmosphere is like a solid 9 to 9.5. Appreciate that, Dude Core. Yeah, we actually just put these up. Well, I didn't put them up. Bridget put them up. You're new here, but yeah, Bridget's my girlfriend. We put these up with command strips and hot glue. So it looks expensive and it looks nice, but fucking hell is it not. It's put up with like the cheapest Walmart crafts stuff ever. But I think that's the beauty of it. It's like a sleeper build, you know? Anyways, enough yapping about that. If I were to give Silent Hill 1 an overall rating, I'd probably give it a 9 flat. Yeah, seriously. That's what I'm saying, Kendo. Probably give it a 9 flat because there are some glaring issues. Like the story has some big gaps in it. You do have to piece a lot of things together yourself. And until you play Silent Hill 3, some things in 1 just straight up won't make sense. Okay? They just won't. Well, on the tier list, I already put it in like the top 2. But yeah. Anyways, audio mixing is great, but there are a couple parts where it makes it kind of tough to hear the dialogue. Yes, there's subtitles. I don't know if the subtitles are optional, but if they were off, you certainly couldn't hear what the fuck was being said. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. So overall, I give Silent Hill 1 a 9. Amazing game. It holds up incredibly well to this day. Holds up just as well as Metal Gear Solid 1, in my opinion. And, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. So let's go ahead and launch Silent Hill 2. And, what say you? We get into it. I'm gonna beat Silent Hill 2 tonight? Probably not, no. But we'll make it a decent way through it. Is that playing on the... Fuck me, dude. It's playing on the wrong audio track, so I'm gonna have to fucking mess with this really quick. I appreciate that, Dude Core. I'm supposed to snap whenever I do it, because it creates a little bit of a, you know, a vanishing into thin air. Well, I have game capture on, it stopped working. There we go. Why is it so fucking loud? It should come up any second. Oh no, it's because I'm stupid. I had browser capture still on. Undercover out here doing high tier production. Dude, I've been doing this, Dude Core. Like, you don't understand, man. I've been doing this like 5 consistent years. Our boy Dave here has been subbed for 38 straight months. That's how long I've been doing it, man. Look at when my account was created. I've been at this a long time. Yeah, man. Okay, game, can you like appear, please? Oh shit, I think I know what the issue is. Yeah, I had to capture a specific window for fucking typing of the dead, that's why. Now it should be popping up in a second. There we go. Okay, Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. This is the newest update, the final update. Stamp out here like a hidden treasure. I appreciate that, man. We'll do action level hard. You know what? I'm doing it. Let's do hard. If this is the final story marathon, we can't have any pussified gaming, okay? There can be nothing of the sort. Fuck me, that's nothing of the sort. Toxic Wild Hog. Welcome back, dude. Long time no see. Holy shit. Long time since I've seen that name in chat. Have more bars than an alcoholic prison. My rhymes so sharp, cutting like a surgeon's incision. My rhymes hit hard like the ending to Old Yeller. My rhymes are like a storm, so you'd better run to your cellar. God damn.
Mary.
Yes, they were 30, I believe.
Be in this town?
Actually, no, I think they were 60, Dave. With the bars, put that on the mixtape, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it had 60 FPS cutscenes. So first things first, I am going to move my chat to the right side because for this game, it's a bit less intrusive to be over here. Oh shit, sorry. Let me go ahead and move this over. Exactly 804 pixels. I've done the math, so you don't have to. Okay. So keep in mind, please, everything that I said about... Dude, what in the fuck is going on here? Alright. Keep in mind everything that I said about the town, the way that the spiritual power is now... It's now been made into a demonic spiritual power. And keep that in mind as we navigate through the town a few years after the events of the first game, okay? Game should be popping back up here in a second. Unless the fucking typing of the dead thing happened again. It did. God damn it. Okay. I'm not doing anything but moving around in the bathroom. There we go. As you can see, major improvement graphically. This is the enhanced edition, but holy shit. Yeah, the old Jamie boy we know and love. What's up, Kendo? Double hard, no Diddy. Oh my god. In Stampede G stream, the categories just check. Oh, fuck me. Can somebody update the category for me? If one of my mods just hits ! Game and then Silent Hill 2, but it might pick the new one. I'll do it in a second.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
That might do the remake.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
You know, the remake is excellent, and I applaud Bloober for it, but there really is nothing like the original.
The name on the envelope said Mary.
And there never will be.
My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her?
I think so, Kendo.
Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day
Toxic. Have you been drinking Toxic? Just tell me.
of us staring at the water.
Come clean, sir. Come clean.
Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Yeah, Toxic, you can actually put that in TTS now. We've got text-to-speech, and you can have it be read in whatever person's voice you want. So feel free to use that. I'm A-okay if you want to do that. Okay. So we still have the fog, very similar to the first game. Check this out. Here's a cool detail. If you run up to this chain link fence, you've got this gate shot here. Listen to his footsteps as you run away. You can actually hear them get quieter, as if there's physically a camera getting further away from James. Listen. How cool is that? A lot of people skip right over that. Wow, that is sharp. Holy shit. Yeah, so this mod, actually, they AI upscaled a lot of these static images, so they're incredibly clean now. That's how I know I'm on the newest update. That looks cleaner than any I've seen before. Yeah, so remember, Sybil said she was an officer from Brams, the next town over. So as we can see, up there, Brams, 26.5 miles away. So it's about a 30-minute drive from Silent Hill. Pete's Bolorama. Now, the beautiful thing about this mod is that it restores the PS2 fog. Oh shit, why is tab not working to reset my camera? Yeah, there should be tab to reset camera. Search view? Oh, left control, okay. Okay, so it's control to reset. That's okay. Control or tab, either one, doesn't matter to me. Sometimes too clean can take away. It looks good, but it also takes away from the gritty visuals. Yeah, I worry that some of the static images will be a little bit too high quality, but they restored the PS2 fog, which means it's incredibly thick. So in a big reversal of what people thought that they would do, and I love this, they, instead of deciding, you know what, we have a PlayStation 2 to work with now, let's render out more visible scenery. Instead, they said, let's use all that horsepower to render more fog and obscure the town even more than the first game. I love that they took that left turn and decided to do things that way instead of the predictable, you know, reduce the fog and make the town more visible. They did it the exact opposite of what you would think, and I love that. Toxic Wild Hog assures, with clarity and grace, I'm not drinking, just enjoying this space. Might use text-to-speech, but spam is not my creed. Just here for the fun, fulfilling that need. Damn. This dude is just on... He's on his Dr. Seuss shit tonight. There's something in the well. What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. It gives me a weird feeling. Look at all these, by the way. I want you guys to see how long I've been doing this on this exact install of Silent Hill 2. Look at the dates. All the way back since June of 2021. No, November of 2020, I think, is the earliest one on here. So when I say I've been doing it for a while, dude core, that's what I mean. I'm not flexing, I'm not being egotistical, I'm just saying I've been at this game for quite some time, and I still love it. Oh dear God, the hitching. That was some remake hitching. Okay, it's actually messing with me, the reset camera being controlled, but I'll get used to it. Foreign ambassador will visit office. We gave dinner on a formal restaurant, but me, who is raised in poverty, doesn't know twat about table manners. Holy shit. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, no, you got this. That's pressure. All right. Whoa, this cutscene seems way smoother than before. Maybe it's just me. Bloober making their cutscenes 30 FPS is messing with me. Now these seem really smooth.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm kind of
I'm
lost.
kind of lost.
Lost?
I'll turn my camera off during cutscenes so you guys don't miss anything.
I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But...
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This, this town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. And it's not just the fog, either.
Okay, I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
I'll talk a little bit about the production after this.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either.
This track is called Forest, by the way.
I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Okay. So, a couple really quick notes about the production of this game. This was one of the first games to use motion capture for cutscenes and interactions between the main characters. But they had a pretty severe limitation, which is that they could only record 2 actors at the same time. So they pretty much constructed the whole game script so that only 2 main characters were ever talking to each other and being animated at one given time. But they do it in a really intelligent way to where you don't really notice. So we can actually try to talk to Angela again. Although it's a little awkward.
What is it?
Oh. Nothing. Sure is quiet here, huh?
I guess.
Good one, James. Very smooth. There's one more line.
Aren't you looking for someone?
That's right.
That's right.
Actually, I think there's a third one. I think he talks about the fog. You idiot! I think he talks about the fog here.
Aren't you looking for someone?
That's right.
What is it?
Oh, never mind. I think that's it. Toxic, spitting like a flamethrower at full power, dropping hot bars, the exact opposite of a prison shower. Oh my god. Burning up the chat, his verses take flight, every word ablaze, lighting up the night. Damn, my man is just... He's in his Edgar Allan Poe era right now. God, what is up with his hitching, man? His hitching is just egregious. Toxic Wild Hog laughs. This ain't Dr. Seuss. Just spitting some lines, letting them loose. It's a different vibe, more freestyle in play. Not child's rhymes, but a lyrical display. Yeah, more like Edgar Allan flow. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, I'm gonna swap this bind over to tab. Because it's driving me nuts. I'm always used to it being tab on these PC Silent Hills. Now, we should have access to the chainsaw, which I'm not really going to use, but I am going to grab it, because I want to show you guys some cool stuff with it. Silent Hill Ranch. Butter and ranch, the only 2 condiments you need in this world. You know what I'm saying? Real ones know. Yeah, you guys like cool stuff, so it's perfectly applicable that I would want to show you cool stuff. What's the problem, dude? Who was complaining? Stop the complaining. All 0 people that were doing that. Silent Hill Sriracha. Yeah, Konami needs to come out with a Silent Hill themed ketchup. Otherwise, the series may not survive to see a new mainline entry. Just like the other day, me and Doc were talking about Beyblades. In Silent Hill, the cutscenes draw near, only 2 at a time, the format's clear. Intimate fears, conversations tight, characters clash in the dim, eerie light. Wow, he's getting even more poetic as time goes on, you know? Alright, so as you can see, we're making our way into town. But we have to follow the rest of this road. Look how thick this fog is, man. You really can't see shit. Oh yeah, also something else I can show is our inventory. So this is the letter that she read in the beginning, and then we also have a photo of her. A photo from when she was still healthy. Gotta be careful when you examine. If you move the mouse like at all, it'll clear it off. So that's all we have on us right now. The chainsaw, photo of her, and letter from her. That's it. Nothing else. Thanks, Doc. I know that that's an emote, but I appreciate that. The support. Yeah, the text on the letter is very, very clear. Strides forth through the thickening fog, making his way into town, a scene from a prologue. Wow, that's a sick rhyme. Silent and steady, each step echoes true into the shrouded mystery, the unknown he'll pursue. I love that emote. What is it, like is that first message? Is that the emote code for it? If that was somebody's first message, I think, like if it was any streamer who was like doing it for the first time or really getting into the hobby, that would like motivate them to put years into it if that's the first thing you said. All it takes is one kind message, you guys. As my boy Conan O'Brien famously said, work hard and be kind. Amazing things happen. Well, not in this stream, but other streams, amazing things happen all the time, just not here. Let's not get it twisted. That shadow just now. So yeah, we have these blood splatters on the ground. We're gonna follow. Ellen took that and made sure you thought she lived it because you didn't work for her. Oh my god. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. Stampede and Chatter's demand. What is the clue? What is the key? What is the source of Hogg's poetic mastery? Is it Chattington George Pedalia Trusky? Otherwise known as ChatGPT. Is that the source? You can tell me if it is. That's okay. A very fine man. That Chattington. Alright, now something that wasn't really present too much in Silent Hill 1 is James will actually look at items that can be picked up. Key items or just pickups like this. You can see him looking at the health drink. So it's kind of a subtle way to clue you into items that can be picked up. Also, they do kind of stick out against the environment. It's not like you need him to do that, but it's a nice little extra indicator of things that need to be picked up. Chattington Glen Patrick Templeton, exactly. You have a little vent to tell? Go on, Kendo. The floor is yours. If I could hand you the microphone, I would, but the floor is yours. The mystery is solved. No more confusion for all involved. ChatGPT has been given a jog. Stampede is in rhyme thanks to Toxic Wild Hog. Full circle.
Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
And what was it doing to this corpse here? Dead. Could it have been that creature? What's going on in this town? So we have what's supposed to be our first weapon now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, when you walk over the corpses, you smear bloody footprints everywhere. Very cool detail for a game this old.
This thing broken? What the? I better take it anyway. I might need it.
So your vent. We got mail that 33 kids will come trick-or-treating. I made 35 goodies, but lo and behold, it was insufficient. The ad does not math. I don't know, but I believe it was the parents that took for their college-ass kids. Oh no. You have to put it in that contingency. Either kids will bring a friend or that parents will be greedy dicks. True. Stampede followed bloodstains, a trail laid so grim to a creepy scene where a radio hymns, static and whispers, the signal grows keen, in the shrouded silence, what horrors unseen. Damn, this is just, I'm being taken on a roller coaster ride right now, dude. I gotta know how this ends. I'm writing the story as it's being written, dude. Mind blown. I simply don't know what else to say. So just like Silent Hill 1, we have these big chasms all over town that make no sense geographically. How this could even be possible. You can see the layout of the town is extremely similar to the way that it was in 1. You know, these staircases up to these nice suburban houses. Big chasms everywhere. Something is written on it. Too bad I can't read it because the surface has been rubbed away. Remains of blood swamp. I believe it says the settlers of land surrounding this monument. Or no. Well, anyway. Surrounding this monument was originally swamp, but was later filled in. From long ago... Stampede pins the tale. Okay, so I don't remember everything about this, but basically it says that it was nicknamed Blood Swamp because the executioners poured the water used to wash the execution tools in here. And then the end says, perhaps, it basically says, perhaps it's for this reason that many people seem to have seen ghosts in this area. That's the filled in version. So... this area that we are starting the game in used to be a swamp that was called Blood Swamp because they would wash their execution tools in it, and because of that, some townspeople claim to have seen ghosts there. So, very unsettling way to start the game. You're obviously not supposed to know exactly what it says, but if you do, it makes it that much more unsettling. Yes, I'm really happy they retained that in the remake. Remains of Blood Swamp is what it said, so we are going to head down here to Saul Street, down this way. And we're looking for a mobile home. A trailer, as it were. Sports Injury Center. Makes perfect sense there would be a health kit here. Look at this dude just spraying left and right. Gozo's Sushi. And we also passed Silent Hill Fresh Meats. There's a lot of weird towns. Or a lot of weird places here. Like this is just Diner. Lakeside Diner. Okay. I thought it was literally just Diner and nothing more. Yeah, Lakeside Diner. And there's like a bait and tackle shop somewhere too. All right. Did you get it, Doc? Nice, dude. Yeah, so this is exclusive to hard mode. A lot of people don't know about this. If you run at full speed into a wall, you can actually bonk. You have to run a little bit longer than that, but yeah, it adds to the difficulty because as you're doing that, you can take hits. So you got to be a little bit more deliberate with your movement on hard mode. Hyper Spray, another New Game Plus item. Let's start here. Great album by Lil Yachty, by the way. Yeah, it's a resort town. Why is there a fresh butcher with no restaurants around? Happy Burger doesn't count. Yeah, Happy Burger's like Silent Hill McDonald's. There has to be more than that for a resort town. Stampede walks past. The sights catch his gaze. A fresh meat store and a diner's soft haze. Each storefront whispers tales of the town underneath the fog's blanket. Secrets abound. There's a memo lying on the sofa. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. I copied it onto my own map. Yeah, so much like Silent Hill 1, although it happened a lot less frequently in 1, anytime there are sort of points of interest in the town, James will automatically mark them on his map so you know exactly where to go. Hey, no problem, Dr. Red. Appreciate you hanging out as always, man. Have a great rest of the night. You already know we'll be here the next couple days. Oh, God. I believe there's a health drink or something around Happy Burger. Maybe that's later. Nope, there is one. Yeah, there's a lot of pickups scattered throughout the town, so it's always worth your time to do a little bit of exploration. But Neely's bar is right here, so let's see what's going on with this place. There's a map here. Okay, so it definitely looks like someone else has been here and pretty much mapped out this whole area of town. So who could this be? Well, there's a lot of theories as to that, but I'll save those for later because they involve some spoilers. But as you can see, they've got a question mark at the end of Martin Street. Neely's bar and the mobile home are circled. And then there's an arrow pointing through the Woodside Apartments. What's that symbol at the end of Martin Street? So he circles Woodside Apartments as a point of interest and also the end of Martin Street. Copied it onto my own map. There's a memo lying, a message so clear. I'll wait at Bar Neely's. I'll be there. A clue left behind in this eerie place, guiding Stampede through the shadowed space. Now this is one of the most discussed and hotly contested things in the history of Silent Hill. This note or some type of like graffiti scribbling on the wall that says there was a hole here. It's gone now. I don't really think we've been given a definitive answer, but I guess the only answer that we could go with is that they just put it in there to be a disturbing and unsettling message. I don't think that it has anything like tangible meaning-wise behind it. But yeah, that's my personal feeling. Especially this early on in the game, that doesn't really have much relevance to what's going on. They could have, or they could have done Harry or Heather. Either one. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't. There's an Italian restaurant right there. Accurate fabrication and welding. Alright, so now we're on Martin Street. I believe there's a health drink right here. Let's grab this. Oh, by the way, so these health drinks are actually based on a real health drink in Japan called Lipovitin or Lipovitin. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, but Kendo showed me a picture of it once and it's absolutely the reference. Yeah, so something really graphic and violent happened to this corpse, but take a look at the corpse. It's wearing like the same clothes we are. They're just a little bit more dilapidated because it's been here for a while, but it's got the jacket, it's got the boots, and it has the jeans. Apartment gate key. There was a hole here, it's gone now, it's red. A cryptic message that fills minds with dread. Silent Hill's controversy, deep and profound, leaves fans puzzled as theories abound. Very true. Now, I gotta show something else before we go into the apartments. Of course, we could go straight there, but I want to show something really interesting up here. We're going to have to kill a couple enemies to get them out of our way, but there should be a corpse and some notes scattered around it. We're probably going to need to kill some enemies just to... Yeah, okay. So this is it. So as long as they leave us alone, we're good. Yeah, we're going to have to fight. Pretty much once we knock them down, we just want to stomp on them. And then they're dead. Okay. Always had a thought about that scrolling at the bar. I doubt it was an intended thought, but obviously there's a deeper subtextual meaning. Jamie Boy's struggles that will come up later, / the emptiness with the loss of his wife. That it appears in a bar, a place where people would refer as a hole in the wall. Oh, you know what? That's actually a really good theory that I've never heard before. I've actually never heard that theory, but that's a really good idea. So here we have another corpse that oddly looks like us. There's a memo pad on the ground. I'm going to write everything that I've learned so far. Maybe that will help you out somehow. Remember in Silent Hill 1 where Harry said, you know, maybe someday someone will experience these bizarre events. I'm going to write down my experiences to try to help them out. So this seems like kind of a similar callback to that. If you're reading this, it probably means I'm already dead. And then if we keep going up the line here to these scattered pages. I saw those demons. They were there, I'm certain. But my friend says he didn't see anything. If that's true, does that mean that what I saw was an illusion? But whether that demon that ate human beings was real or whether it was just some kind of hallucination that my mind dreamed up, one thing I know for sure is that I'm beyond all hope. It seems that they're attracted to light. That's why people who need light to see are their natural prey. They also react strongly to sound. If you want to go on living, you'd be better off just sitting in the dark and staying quiet, but even that probably won't save you. If you're going to try to fight them, the most important thing is to relax. It's dangerous to fire a gun while you're all crazy with fear. Take good aim and then squeeze the trigger, and don't forget to finish them off. I think most of those creatures can be killed even if they are tougher than people. And then the final two here. Run away. And the last one. So who this person was or why they left these notes, never really explained, but it is very bizarre that, again, they look like us. Jacket, boots, jeans. The only difference is it looks like it's been here for a while, so the shit's starting to rot. We found 3 corpses so far, and they all look like us. Good God, the hitching, dude. Oh yeah, is it actually Halloween yet? I don't think it is for me. Not here on the East Coast. Because I started at 8:30. I've only been live for 3 hours, so it should be right after 11:30 right now. Like 11:38, 11:39. Something like that. Alright, so here we have the Woodside Apartments. Entrance. And here's something I always notice. Listen when we come in here. Well, you're going to be listening for nothing because it is absolutely pin drop dead silent once we walk in here. Absolutely nothing. And the sound designer for this, Akira Yamaoka, he actually pointed out that he believes silence is a sound in and of itself, and so he intentionally does that at some points in the game. Just everything down to 0, dead silence. So it's all intentional from a guy that really fucking knows what he's doing. Toxic Wild Hog questions with a curious tone. Were all these notes penned by one alone? It seems Stampedeverse was missed, a part of the puzzle shrouded in mist. Yeah, see, that only happens on hard mode. Hard action, I should say. So we're going to grab our flashlight first, which is in here. Got to make sure I don't get hit. Usually they don't go for one. Yeah, we're good. So the famous Silent Hill breast pocket flashlight. Yeah, so curious enough, we've got a creature here with 2 pairs of legs, and yet somehow it's making a groaning sound when we hit it. So now check this out. The one right where we found the flashlight. Just a mannequin, but these clothes. So if we check out our inventory again, we will see that this mannequin is wearing the same top, at least, from the last photo of Mary when she was still healthy. The chances of that, pretty much 0. Silence has a sound, so they often say, but for those with tinnitus, it's not quite that way. Toxic Wild Hog knows. In the stillness, he finds a constant ringing, the silence that binds. I wonder if that subtly says Mary is James' beacon of light. I believe so. This is one of my favorite sound cues in the whole game. Ugh. Love that, man. They put that in a different spot in the remake, but it's still in there. There's a key on the ground on the other side of the bars. If I stretch my arm out, I just might be able to reach it.
Ow! Hey, wait! Damn it.
That's a good point, yeah. I can't reach it no matter how far I stretch, but who's that kid? Always reminds me of the... I'm so sad he got rid of this, but the Eternal Enigma sound redeem where it's like, hey, wait, damn it. Like the instant, hey, wait, damn it. I wish he would bring that back. I wonder why he got rid of it. I think he just wanted to change up his redeems, but I miss that. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this game. So again, kind of similar to the oddity of the room we found the flashlight in. We've got a room here with bullet holes everywhere. You know, bullet casings all over the place. Something incredibly graphic and violent happened in here. Seemingly just before we got here. So we're going to take the pistol that was in this shopping cart. It's a shopping cart. What's that doing here? Wow, these icons are so clean. Yeah, these are even sharper than I remember, dude. Holy shit, these are clean. Stampede reached for the key, his goal nearly in hand, but a child intervened, disrupting the plan. With mischief or malice, the moment fell apart, leaving Stampede to ponder and restart. No, I'm not going to restart. Also, sorry, John, the redeems are a little bit quieter. This game has fucked up audio, and it only lets me put it to, like, my main system audio channel, and that's the same one that the sound effects are on, so when I lower this, the sound effects have to be a bit quieter. But, whatever. I'll get that sorted eventually. What's up, dude? Hopefully your streak didn't get ruined, but I think you were here earlier. What was that? Some kind of noise north of here. Yeah, it's glowing red. If you turn your flashlight off, you can really see it. Look at that glow. Oh no, let's please not use that as the nickname for him, please. You're gonna make me have to compose a twit longer, dude. I guess you don't really need that anymore, but... Key to room 202. And again, looks like something really graphic and violent happened in here. There's a giant blood splatter and somebody got violently slammed up against the TV. Look, you can literally see the hair is a perfect match to ours. The jacket's just bloody otherwise. Looks just like us again.
Oh my god. Who could have...
There's a newspaper here. It looks like it's very old. I know, I'm just kidding. You can even read that on the right. The scars The scars from the past shall remove the nail that stops time. You can read that whole thing with how clear this is. Incredible. Looks like some had a bloody swamp. Oh my god. The real remains of Blood Swamp have been found inside Woodside apartment. Usually they go for a double spray here. Okay, so we have the key to room 202. I just gotta make sure I can... Okay, I'm okay if I take a few hits here, by the way. So, question, because every time I play this game, I go for a particular ending, which is called In Water. Would you guys prefer that I go for the leave ending this time? Since we usually don't do that. I go for In Water, because I always assumed that it was the most canonically accurate. But we can go for any one that you guys want me to go for. It's too dark to tell for sure, but I think there's something on the other side of the hole. You know what, we'll do the leave ending this time, but to do that I have to keep myself at very high health. So, I gotta play a little bit safer. Leave has some of my favorite music. My favorite credit song in the whole game is the Reverse Will, which you only get from the Rebirth ending. The clock key. There are dead butterflies on the bed and ground. There's nothing else of interest here. He will find glory in the hole. What's up, Quesadilla? You know, it doesn't matter what time of the day. It could be the most ungodly hour in the middle of the night, but Quesadilla will be here to watch some Silent Hill, and I respect the fuck out of that. I really do. Yeah, the In Water ending song, Angels Thanatos, is very bizarre. Spies a cart thrown aside in the room, his theory quick to bloom. Perhaps for the homeless, a tool to cart their gear. In this forsaken place, they found some solace here. Actually a solid theory. Absolutely. Oh no, I can't do that, dude. That's copyrighted by Cutie Pie. I can't do that. What did I just find? The clock key. Yeah. My brain. Took me a little bit. One more. So this is a pretty simple puzzle. We've got etchings on the wall here. Henry, Mildred, and Scott. Well, yeah, because it's the final Silent Hill marathon that I'm going to be doing for a while, so I wanted to make sure that I play the one that's most meaningful to me. I could play the remake, of course, but the remake has pretty much dominated this entire October. Alright, so we've got these etchings on the wall, Henry, Mildred, and Scott. Those stand for hours, minutes, and seconds. So we're going to unlock this clock face here and set this correctly. What's up, by the way, Siren? So it would be 9, 10, and 15 seconds right here. Now we can move this out of our way. And this helps us get to the other side of the apartment complex. You know who I wish would play these games? YOLO. I already told YOLO that if he played this, I would show him how to install it, and I would jump on a Discord call so that if he got stuck, I could kind of, you know, show him what to do. I could keep things moving right along. But I don't think he's very interested in horror. And I'm not gonna make somebody, or like just keep annoying somebody if they're clearly not that interested. Questions linger. How do you get that cart so high to the second story under this shadowed sky? Good question, because there's no elevator here, to my knowledge. There's only a staircase. So how did they get the... Well, I mean, I guess you could just carry it up the staircase, but that's still a little odd. Okay, so now we can actually get to the key that kid kicked away from us earlier. So let's head that way. Oh, that dodge was crazy. That was like picosecond reaction times. Hey, we'll do another one soon, Siren. Don't worry about that, dude. Dude, speaking of quesadilla, I saw Enigma's tweets. He said he's been feeling like really sick lately. Was that before or after he got back from the Twitch headquarters thing? I think he's already home now, isn't he? Like he thought he had COVID and everything. That sucks. Yeah, so originally he was supposed to have an eyeball in his hand. That was one of the concept designs. That's why he scans with his hand right here. Because they were going to put an eyeball there. But I think it's even more disturbing that he doesn't have one. So it's like, what the hell is he doing with his hand there? It still seems like he's scanning in a way. Well, he said he tested negative, but he felt like he had it. He basically said, I guess I don't have COVID, but I do feel like shit, so it's unfortunate. I got it twice. The first time, it was mainly just exhaustion and a lot of sweating. Like, profuse sweating and a ton of exhaustion. And then the second time was like a 2 or 3 day. Basically felt like I had a light cold and then I was over it. Just slept a bunch. Took a bunch of Theraflu, NyQuil, and Dayquil. And it was over fairly quick. Perhaps that cart served more, a tool within these walls, used to shuffle items echoing through the halls, a handy aid with this area bend and more, moving goods from door to door, not floor to floor. Okay, so we got the courtyard key now. Oh, we got that weird, like, galloping sound that doesn't happen every time. Okay, so the key that got kicked away from us is right here. And then there should also be first aid kit, I believe, or handgun ammo? Yeah. Okay, so now we've got the courtyard key and the fire escape key, which are both going to be used on the original side of the apartment complex we started on. So let's make our way back there. Didn't even take the test the first or second time, but I know it was. The most recent time was weak as fuck, though. I mean, first or third. Had to take a test to get out. Oh, yeah. Because they need confirmation that you tested positive. What the fuck? Yeah, so we need this juice here. Now, here's a point of contention is in the Enhanced Edition, they actually changed a couple of the item descriptions, and this is one of the ones that they changed. So in the original game, it said nothing about... Hang on, let me move my camera up ever so slightly so it's not in the way of this shit anymore. So it says a heavy 6-pack of expired canned juice. Dodgers won, nice. 4-1. They changed the description of this. It didn't used to say that it was expired or heavy. I don't believe. It might have said that it was expired, but it didn't say that it was heavy. So telling you that it's heavy indicates that it's going to be used for something specific. And so it kind of, you know, holds your hand a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but I'm not a fan of that. I wish they would have kept the item descriptions the same. In other words, I mean it was meant for moving around items once they got to that floor, and then the homeless man would leave that cart by the staircase and then move it to his room when it was full of stuff. Yeah, that's actually not a good... Or, that's actually not a bad theory. Modern gamer description, yeah. Kind of annoys me. Actually, we're going to avoid saving as much as possible because I know that's bad for your rank. So we're going to head to the courtyard. Actually, no, before we do that, let's do the canned juice. So the juice has to be placed inside of this garbage chute, and it's going to force some weird stuck garbage out. And we're going to get a key item from it. So let's go ahead and put this in here. I'm actually going to go ahead and move my camera back to where it was. Because I liked it being there. Anyways. Oh, okay. I would have taken that hit if I didn't leave when I did. Oh, I didn't even... What the fuck? I didn't even go to the garbage. So, basically, we're about to find the whole baseline for the plot of Silent Hill 4 right here. So here's the garbage that we knocked down. The garbage bag is torn and the contents are strewn all over. A coin, old man. What's this? Some gossip magazine, eh? The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early on the morning of the 22nd. According to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck, severing his carotid artery. By the time the guard discovered him, Sullivan was dead from blood loss, the spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. But I do remember that just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff, like he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil. Forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me. The schoolmate then added, I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy. I fail to see how he was crazy. He sounds totally normal. A completely socially calibrated individual. Anyways, we learn a lot more about Walter Sullivan in Silent Hill 4, so I'll save the conversation for that. Let's go into the pool first, because there's going to be another coin that we need in here. We just got to kind of grab it and run, so we don't take too much damage here. Alright, not bad. 1 hit's not bad. Walter seems like a decent... Yeah, he seems like a stand-up guy. I fail to see where the confusion is. What the... Who could have done this? Kinda used to look like Walter? Oh no, the long hair and the trench coat combo? Sorry, the redeems are so quiet. I explained that earlier.
I didn't do anything. I swear. He was like this when I got here.
My name's James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie. Who's that dead guy in the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill anybody.
You're not friends with that red pyramid thing, are you?
Red pyramid thing? I don't know what you're talking about. Honest. But I did see some weird looking monsters. They scared the hell out of me, so I ran in here.
Well, I guess this place isn't too safe either. What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just...
This is really important here.
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, whatever it is, I think you better get out of here soon.
Yeah, you're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, be careful.
James, you be careful too.
Yeah, so he said to Eddie, you too, right? Something just brought you here? So both James and Eddie have reasons to be here that they... You know, we know James's reason for being here, but why is Eddie here? And he said, yeah, you could say that. So something also brought Eddie here too. We just don't know what it is. Now, for people who have played the game, this means a lot, but for us, it means very little right now. If you go to the room across from Eddie, you can see a lot of football memorabilia. The walls covered with football posters and meaningless graffiti. I couldn't care less about either of them. The reason why this is here will be made clear a lot later in the game. We can also talk to him again.
Eddie, are you okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Happy B-Day to who? Whose birthday? Not mine. Mine's a couple months away still. They probably look like broccoli monsters to Eddie. No, yeah, Eddie's Silent Hills, just everything looks like pizza. That's going on the... I'm putting that on the Reddit as my new theory. On the subreddit. Oh, Lariat's birthday. Oh, okay. Well, tell him I said happy birthday because I'm live. And also, if you wouldn't mind, Dude Core, actually, you know what? I'll do it right now. Hang on. Once I get to here, I'll jump in his stream and say what I want to say. Born on Halloween because I'm the devil. No, how can I be the devil, dude? I thought the devil was supposed to be a good-looking person. That's your first indicator that it ain't me. Sorry, Kendo. Only I can do that. Let me pull up this MFR stream right now. If he's live. Is he not live? Oh, he is. Okay, he is. Looking good for a gamer. I appreciate that. Why'd you have to spell it like gamer though? What's up with that, dude? Okay, never mind. You know what? Is he even here? Is he even here right now, or am I just talking? Am I just talking a second? Because he's doing something right now. Anyway, so all we are is just another brick in the wall. Very true. Shout outs to Bridget as far as the looks go, because she's the one that keeps my hair looking a hell of a lot better than any barbers I've been to, that's for sure. All the barbers I go to, they try to give me like these weird Orthodox Christian haircuts where they basically shave my entire head down to like a 1 and then they leave the bangs like one singular curl. It's very bizarre. I don't know why they do that. But Bridget knows what the fuck I want because I basically never get a different haircut. So shout outs to her on that one. What am I doing? I've talked to Eddie. Oh yeah, we need to go use the fire escape key. No, I'm not in Utah. I'm in the South. Future, I'm in the South, and they do me dirty sometimes, but that's okay. Exactly, Siren. See, you get it. You get it. There's no fire escape outside the door. Maybe they knocked it down when they built the building next door. I think I can get into the building next door if I go through the window in front of me. The movie ripped that shit off. So you don't have to clip it. But if somebody wants to clip it and send it to him, you can. YOLO is one of those dudes who got into streaming fairly recently, from what I understand, like within the past couple of years. And dude is just completely a natural. He has the ability to keep people entertained for like 15 hours straight. And I respect the fuck out of that because I certainly can't do it. So, yeah. I'll tell him, I'll jump in his chat if he's still streaming later on and say happy birthday, but good looking out, dude. Your streams are fucking really good. And I lurk in there and I chat in there a little bit too much. Sometimes I should be doing more productive things, but he's just a great streamer, good entertainer. Now, let's reach inside this dirty ass fucking toilet bowl and get this wallet out of here. Looks like a wallet. There's some kind of memo in it. So, VV8. On hard riddle, you get Roman numerals. Yes, we're playing Classic 2 because this is the final Silent Hill story marathon that I'm going to be doing for a while. So, yeah, this is the one that I prefer. As much as I love the remake, I always prefer this one. So in this case, the V obviously is 5, so we've got 18, 15, 8, 9. So let's go enter that. Fuck, I did it wrong. 18, 15, 8, 9. Son of a bitch. Should have ended with the Discord PFP Silent Hill 3. I mean, yeah, we're still gonna play 3 just after this. We've only done 1 and this much of 2 so far. 18, 15, 8, 9, right? 18, 15. Oh, I fucked up. 8, and then all the way back to 9. Yeah, okay. Yeah, basically just a lot of handgun bullets is all that's in here, and then one of these other apartments in this area is gonna be one of the first items that we need to perform a cult ritual that we're gonna use in the ending that's called Rebirth. The fucking dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Something that annoys me no matter what game it's in when they do sound cues like that. I like that the map is kind of obscured in shadow there. When you turn around, you can see it. So now we're not in the Woodside apartments anymore. We're in the Blue Creek apartments, which are the apartments adjacent, you know, right across the way there. And what I think is funny is when you pull out the map, he actually overlays the two maps on top of each other, exactly where they would converge. So James is a smart individual. See, we've got the Woodside map folded over the Blue Creek map, exactly where they would overlap. So, a smart individual, this guy. Bit of a clown, but hey. Oh God. I just saw if you think I'm any kind of hero, you're in for a very rude awakening. Oh no. True confession time? Stampede reaches deep through a hole so vile. Okay, pause. Past grime and filth, extending a mile, his hand grasps a wallet, victory at last, claiming his prize from the shadows it's cast. Roams through a place marked with tales, Blue Creek apartments where mystery prevails, each door and hallway, secrets they keep in this quiet complex where shadows creep. Okay, so again, we have an interesting room here. A stuffed animal. It probably belonged to the kid that used to live here. This is the only apartment that has anything like this in it. And if we go take a look at the fridge, it looks like kids drew something in crayon on the fridge. So it definitely seems like a young kid lived here at one point or another. And we've got this destroyed, dilapidated door next to this perfectly clean door. Well, it's not perfectly clean, but it's certainly a lot more clean and looks a little bit out of place. So let's see what we've got going on in here.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I'm James.
Angela.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, is what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
Are you afraid? I'm sorry.
Look in Angela's eyes. You see her looking backward at him?
Did you find your mother?
Watch her face.
Not yet. She's not anywhere.
Did she live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
She almost looked like she was gonna swing on us for a second there.
I'm so tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She's dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
Now look at the difference in her.
I've got to find my mom.
Now she's scared of us.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please don't.
Yeah, so for her to say, I've been bad, that's an indicator that there's something majorly wrong with her. I mean, a fully grown adult. I mean, she's 17 in this game, but to be a fully grown adult and, or not fully grown, but you get the idea. To be 17 and say, I've been bad, like a little kid would say, is definitely an indicator that something's not right. So this is very easily missed, and I see virtually everybody miss it on a first play, but it's really interesting if you examine on the floor right here. He says a photo. And here you can see what would appear to be Angela as a young kid, and her mom on the left, and her dad on the top right, and she ripped the photo in half. Assumedly just before we walked in. So almost everybody misses that on a first play, but it's a really awesome detail once you see it. So there's that. The song is called Promise Reprise, by the way. Excellent song. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish up the apartments. We don't have a lot left. Do we still need one coin, or do we have all three of them? Yeah, we've got all three. Okay. So we are headed to... How did I take 2 hits? What the fuck? Okay, here's the first item we need for the rebirth ending, the white chrism or chism, whatever it is. Got a little bit of red vignetting at the bottom right of the screen, so that means that we're low HP, as you can see on the top left. So I'm going to go ahead and use just one. Something written on the desk. First lies the seat of he who is peerless, silent, and empty, heartless and fearless. Beside him sits the one who knows the place of the servant is next to the throne. Dozens of feet, yet not a single toe. The one that is hidden beside him doth go. Seducer of dreams, creature of Hades, lying further from man and closer to lady. Man and woman, seeing all, heedless to the raven's call. Toxic Wildhog wrote this, by the way. Silent and hidden the two may be, they be not there for you to see. Return them to whence they would be, and blessing shall descend on thee. I speak thus with the North Star behind me. The birth of the sun is the start of the story. There's a line of 5 1-inch round depressions set into the table. Okay. So, the solution on hard is blank old man blank snake prisoner. Linehouse key. So that the linehouse is on the 2nd floor. And again, we'll avoid saving. We'll try to save as few times as possible, just to try to help our rank out a little bit, because you do get a much higher rank the less frequently you save, especially if you're on a higher difficulty. Points out a detail so slight, a photo on the ground shedding some light, backgrounds of characters, a story untold, then through the apartment complex. Bold and cold. Damn, he rhymed bold with cold. Sick. Now that's bars. Alright, here's the linehouse. We did not get the apartment whisper. Haven't gotten it in a while, actually. They included the apartment whisper in the remake, which was cool. But yeah, it's a random chance whether or not you get it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Technically rhymed told with cold, but then got cocky. Yeah, threw a double in there. North side stairway. Okay, so for this fight that we're about to come up on, it's going to take exactly 35 bullets. So let's make sure that we've got our shit loaded and ready to go, which I do. Alright, gotta be pretty careful here though, because we're in a very confined space. That first one missed. Did you hear how it didn't make the sound? The metal clanking sound? That means the first one missed, so we're gonna have to fire 36 bullets. Wow, several of them missed right there. Okay. Wow, that actually hit me. Okay. Yeah, that was way more than I wanted to use, but that's okay. 35 times you hear that metal sound. So if you get too close, he'll turn around and swing, so you gotta make sure. Yeah, and that's the longest swing he has too, so you can still easily get killed there if you get too close. Now watch. Oh, they updated the water texture. Look at that, that looks so good. They definitely updated that. That looks really good. The original texture looks kind of like paper, I'm not gonna lie. So that's cool to see. Yeah, man, I was impressed with that for sure. All right, so we are officially done with the apartments. Oh, I guess, wait, I thought for sure there was a save out here. Is there not? I thought there was one like right here. Anyways. Make Jamie boy falls on his butt. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's gotta be it for me for tonight, but I want you guys to keep in mind that we will be doing an incredibly long finale stream of 3 and 4 and the rest of 2. Okay? So, please, because it is the dude's birthday and he's a really cool guy, please go hang out with YOLO, otherwise known as Lariat Tubman on Twitch. Tell him I said hi and I'll be in there as well. Let me make sure I get this right because he's got a double underscore in his name. So he does have follower only chat. It does let me know that. But yeah, go hang out with him. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday. I'll be there as well to say the same shit. And with that being said, I'm going to break the chains on room 302 and I'll be back tonight in 3, 2, 1.